we got the rat man from the basement. Decided to take him to the graph. The elf took the graph. The elf and the road warden decided to take the I keep wanting to say Ratling. God damn it, Skaven.
Mm-hmm.
We've been talking 40k all day, so
It's kind of
take the Skaven and go hide for the night while we waited for the graph appointment in the morning. The rest of us took off, got some sleep, decided to meet up in the morning to go and meet with what's his nuts? Schutzman, thank you. And as we get to, Schutzman was very upset. We told him what was happening. He was okay. Apparently all kinds of chaos was happening because the witch hunters were in town and decided to light a building on fire. And we found out later, after Andy was running around the city trying to find the elf, and then realized the witch hunters possibly had burned the building he was in and was skulking around the witch hunters very, very unintelligently. Because
it was very stealthy.
Yeah, lucky. But eventually we all met back up with in the courtyard, effectively, of the Grass residence, the castle, effectively.
Keep.
The palace.
Whatever.
One of those things.
Citadel.
Citadel.
That's not my words.
Thank you for that.
Regal's house.
And
Somebody start speaking German.
Yes. Jesus. Where we proceeded to notice that there was a very familiar looking skeleton that had been blackened in the fires of redemption. And we basically figured out that the elf got burned at the stake by the witch hunters. Which, if there was anybody in this group who deserved it more, I'm not aware of them. And,
Heard him.
Yeah.
Heard him. Yeah, but he would have just walked out of the fire. You think you can stop me? Anyways.
We'd seen him do it before.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
If you burn, you're not a witch.
It's true.
Family witch charms.
We go in and we piss off one noble by speaking to him, and that pisses him off. He runs in, has his meeting with the graph. Another elderly looking, not necessarily quite as posh noble is in there, and he was upset that we had a time slot ahead of him. So we let him go ahead and curried some favor with him, where we proceeded to go in a few hours later, and have a meeting with the graph and all the other nobles. Found out, oh shit, there's a whole line of witch hunters in there, not happy looking, and told them everything that had happened, and got into an argument with a advisor to the graph that we jokingly called Worm Tongue. And
Prunkval
yeah.
is the guy that you were arguing with, who is actually up there. He's actually the Knight Eternal.
Oh.
What?
Either way, the guy was an asshole.
Okay, that makes him significantly more important.
And I want to stab him in the face.
He was more important.
Yeah.
I presented him as another counselor, another nobleman, etc. That was all conspiracy theory. Per the official writing, it was actually the Knight Eternal that was all conspiracy theory, and was convenient that he didn't know any of you.
Yeah.
And had no prior background. Yeah, that's Brunkval.
Yeah, I see the
That's exactly what he would look like.
Yeah, it's slime bag. Anyways, we eventually convinced them that there is a threat at the Black Key, where the graph.
Brass key.
Yeah, that too. That's next door.
Let's go the wrong way.
Go west.
We went to
Anyways,
the keep.
we got 200 gold and told that we have to put together an expedition to go solve this issue for the kingdom, where we were given a few more foot soldiers
You're welcome.
to have to fucking outfit, and another dog lover. So, yeah,
I like
I can't think of anything else. Then we
they are
You
proceeded.
very, very subtly glossed over one major aspect of what happened last night. You know, how it started.
He didn't want to talk about the murder.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, why the elf got killed and neither me
Two
him.
guys fell in a hole. That's
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah, well,
Complete accident.
I honestly thought that was a session before.
Yeah. It did feel
Partially.
like it.
Yeah,
Okay,
it kind of
so yes.
ended at this prior session and began at the last session. So.
After an extended testimony with the graph, you guys have managed to mostly convince the leadership. The graph and the princess are both believers and have authorized 200 gold worth of supplies. Not gold crowns, but just whatever supplies you deem necessary for your expedition. Schutzman's honor has been retained. And he's not ruined for having funded you guys originally. They have stipulated that you are to take 3 road wardens, and most importantly, Prugval insists that you take a representative of the Church of Ulrich to ensure that you don't bring further dishonor upon Mindenheim and so forth, and all this craziness and nonsense with rats and so forth.
Mm.
Okay?
Okay.
Thus, he is your chaperone to make sure you do the proper thing.
Is mine the only one that did the
Because you run the war
F5,
behind the
it
wolf, you
sometimes
understand why
glitches.
this is
Just
screwed.
But all these
This is so bad.
mine when I'm
are you? What are you wearing?
The clothes on my back and a cloak made out of a wolf fur
Yep.
Oh.
And a weapon.
and a weapon. Yes.
Another one of these guys.
Yep.
God damn it.
Their entire trappings are the clothes on your back and a weapon.
That's it.
Do you
So-
want armor?
Over the
Need
course of the following week-ish,
Yes.
you guys go about gathering supplies, equipment, etc., whatever you end up deeming. If you are qualified to level up or change careers, that's taken place. Okay, now if you're going to from level 2 to level 3 or level 3 to level 4, let me know. There's other criteria. Otherwise, you just take your new career and you're good. Now, I'm assuming at least 1 or 2 people are close to leveling up but don't have the experience. Is that the case for anybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
So-
one more session I would be.
Okay, so I'm fine with you borrowing or debiting the extra experience because you're not going to have another opportunity to retrain in the near future.
It's
So,
just to go to level 2. So.
yeah, which is fine, not an issue.
I'm going. I intend on going on to level 3.
Wait, you're
I
only
have
level
the
1?
XP and everything.
Oh wait, you're level 1.
I need a war horse, a light war horse, and that is
you want
just
Ray
something.
Robin?
That's something you guys are going to have to supply. In addition, the license fee to go to a level 3 wizard is 15 gold.
Undead Fearless.
Yeah. I mean,
So that price gets increased.
Hey,
I
don't
can
they
pay
get
for the
night
15
vision
gold.
too?
I just can't pay for
Okay, now,
I was level 2.
as far as mechanics of gear and so forth, like I said, you have 200 gold to spend however the group deems necessary for gear. Spend it or lose it.
Mhm.
If you don't spend it, the crown doesn't give you cash. Anything else beyond that, a personal wealth, equipment, etc., is free to use however you guys deem appropriate. Okay? You are eligible to attempt to barter with your personal cash. The crown supply is here's a backpack with some stuff, not here's 200 gold, go talk to this vendor and get a good deal. Okay? So there's no bartering with the 200 gold, everything's just list price. Anything common, uncommon, or arguably rare is available out of that 200 gold.
Didn't you need pistols?
I already got the
Okay? Now, one other notable
and
change.
gunpowder.
Working with that, he's asked for the opportunity to finally lean into his halfling heritage and become a real cook.
Finally.
Give him some real value for the group. So, I told him I'm fine with the fact that he can learn cooking skill, even though it's technically not a career skill for him. He has to buy a 3 gold recipe book, which his answer is he's got it from somebody, I think your
My
grandmother.
grandmother's
His
cookbook.
grandmother's old cookbook. Now that gives him a basic meal and a hearty meal, and I've developed using references from Kingmaker and some other things, a whole skill tree of recipes that he can learn that if he chooses to, he can cook fancier meals to give you short-term benefits. Okay?
So your character's dying this session, right?
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
Okay? If all you want to do is just eat some food and move on, rations work fine. If not, he has some other mechanics as far as other ingredients that, for the most part, have minimal cost. Okay? They come with an advantage and a disadvantage if he badly cooks it. Okay? I will leave it up to him as far as how often he wishes to cook. And he starts with only a couple of recipes. He has to acquire the rest through experimentation, etc., or talking to an inn that's known for something.
Which is why I bought digestive tonics in the group. In the group funds.
Okay,
That's
now,
100% why.
Did you see the list that I sent you with all the effects of the foods? Sent you later today? Okay.
No, I have not had.
So in your email there is a listing, and I have a couple printouts
Is
of
it in Discord or my email?
No, it'll be in Discord too.
Okay.
Okay, so for everybody else's reference, you're free to look at this because it's I'm going to consider it general information. I'll probably do similar for other games. This is the recipe tree
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
of how it goes. That one he already saw,
Oh wow.
and it's
Wow.
nice and small
Holy
print.
shit. Yeah, I can't read that.
Yeah, and then this is the respective effects for the various
That's
foods.
even worse.
Supernatural mince pie.
Now, the idea here is this is a draft. If something is viewed as unbalanced, I'm going to change it. If it's too weak, we'll boost it up. If it's too strong, we're going to nerf it. Okay, don't hold me to, oh, you said this recipe was going to be so great and now it's half as effective. Tough luck. Because it's going to change most likely. However, the idea is
Well enough to.
the idea is here's some ideas. Like I said, he starts off with basic and hardy, which will give you some basic capabilities, and then as he spends some time cooking and so forth, the trade-off is he has to buy common provisions and rare provisions, which have an additional cost. The common ones are free. They're like, I think it was like 1 bronze for 10 of them. It's next to nothing. But the rare ones are intentionally more expensive. However, you can acquire them in town, and they're sort of like a generic component. Or if you're out in the wilderness, such as where you guys are going, and you fight some creature, like say a griffin, and somebody wants to harvest said griffin, you can get components from it.
Yep.
You can also, Warhammer has a whole system of, well, how much does a griffin toenail cost in town to a wizard who might need those components? And how long will it still viable to get back to town type stuff? So there are mechanics around that if anybody, like, say, an elf, would have those sorts of hunting skills.
Yeah.
Conveniently, the elf is no longer with you, but...
And my character's not smart enough to have those skills. So.
It's convenient that there is a demon slayer suit.
So,
What's that?
You're going to like that.
Reduce 1d4 corruption.
Yeah, there's some
well,
pretty amazing.
it's not, like I said, this is intended of a long-term path.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going to be able to go into Mindenheim and collect all 50 recipes.
Oh
I don't
no.
know if you can read
Okay.
it or not.
Like there's bug bins on it.
I saw that. That's why I went, ooh!
You could learn the ability to brew bugmans at some point in the future, but again, you have to acquire said recipe.
Yeah, you don't want me to fuck up some of these recipes. You do not want me
The
to
failure is not normally too bad. The critical failure is pretty bad in a lot of cases.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
No, you
let's...
can straight give us mutations.
Yeah. Or corruption.
I think that one's just oysters.
Okay,
Oysters.
for the record, if we were to get mutations from mental disruptions from his cooking, would that count towards our maximum?
Yeah.
Okay. Because, like, I see fearful concerns, totally unhinged.
Okay, those are temporary effects.
Okay.
They are corruptions. Effectively, I'm modeling them after that, rather than writing out a whole bunch of benefits. For the next day or two, you are suffering from that effect.
Got it.
It's not a
That's
corruption as such, but
a little bit worried.
there is at least 1 or 2 that add corruption points if you really
Yeah.
screw up the recipe.
Do you
I do
want
see that.
And that can mutate you. You can grow another arm.
That-
We can
Yeah,
afford
zero.
The budget has the ability to buy your 3 guys full armor and you full armor.
Yes, I would like armor.
Okay, do you want armor?
Because it gets character.
Don't dream too much about the high level
I know.
stuff.
I know.
It's going to be basic for the time being.
I already closed it out because I'm like, I'm not worried about this.
I have a chain
just looking at them because they're cool.
and pants that I probably will end up never wearing. So I will.
Why don't you give those to him?
Going on an adventure, you're never going to wear pants?
The chain stuff.
Tater.
Naked deaf guy.
You can just.
Is that point too or not?
I do not have players.
Players just give us bloody diarrhea.
So you have
That's going
pants
to
and
change.
coat.
Not wearing pants.
Yeah, for chain.
Where keep
Can
that
I get
stuff?
another 3 gold
It's alright.
to get them each hand weapons? Because they do not start.
Yeah, we got more than enough.
Okay.
Yeah. We have about 70 gold to spend
How much did you
on
end up
all the
getting?
armor and stuff.
4?
How much did you end up getting for the reward for him?
That's for me to know, and you'd find out.
Yes, the
No, that's not a way.
your
to look at
money
it.
is our money, but my money is my money.
Right. Why isn't he spending his
No,
own money?
That's not a way to look at
Yeah.
it.
It's your
Yeah.
guys. Hey.
It's your
Do
guys.
any of us know that
The
he
art?
got
No,
reward?
no. Here's
No.
the thing.
Not in game.
Well, functionally
Here's the thing.
in
In
game.
the past, all the
Yes,
apprentices,
I know.
people had to spend money on their apprentices. You should have to spend money on your guys.
I don't
I know,
disagree with that
I'm aware.
standpoint. Also, keep in mind, nobody is aware that he got paid anything for that.
I offer.
From a
I
character
understand that, but from a
Okay.
player perspective,
No, absolutely.
it's
I'm not
100% effed up that his philosophy last round, and this is, I let it go, but if we're going to bring it up, it was like I just made the joke, your money is our money, but my money is my money. And that's a fucked up perspective
That's
to have.
Warhammer.
It's Warhammer, sure.
Yeah.
But
As a character,
As a
it's fine, but as a player,
as a party
I'm
member,
aware.
yes.
I'm not going to be hoarding
Did you want
this
to take
at
the,
all.
you
I
can
can't, I
easily
wasn't
afford
Yes, I am
to
aware.
to equip
gonna
your
do
guys.
it.
I'm willing to have it out of the
Because I don't see
group
a
fund
situation
of
where I'll be able to take time to put on
Empire supplies because we have enough to cover it.
Fine.
But don't sit there and expect
I'm
people
aware.
to start dipping into money to pay for your shit.
What a nice bedroll.
Yeah, I got every.
No, I don't want a regular bedroll. I want a nice bed.
Bedroll.
How much would
We
nice
know where to
bedrolls
find them.
cost?
Or you guys know where to find them. The Tillian
Yeah,
bedrooms.
yeah. How much would the Tillians charge us for, or how much would the tailors charge us for Tillian bedrolls? Because I may actually pay to have one made by myself
Leather check is.
out of my own funds if it's too
A
prohibitive.
basic bedroll is 6 silver,
Okay, leather check.
so you can get a Talian bedroll for 6 gold.
Okay, I'll just buy it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll buy one for myself too.
It does have a familiar pattern. It's not the same, but being Talian, it is similar, very comfy, very lightweight, has the same weight and everything, but gives you, I think, what did I give you, a plus 20 on.
We didn't give me a bone except for a perception negative when you're sleeping, but I did not get any bonuses. It was just a role play.
Okay, which is fine.
No, that's fine.
I got a negative when
Yes, you
someone
did. No,
attacked
yeah,
me.
No, you've absolutely got.
You got bonuses on.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
got bonuses on
Because all the rest
I,
of
did, I did not take the negative on the endurance tests. Like
Yeah.
say we're
Okay,
sleeping
for
again.
lack of comfort.
For
yeah.
lack of
okay.
comfort.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
yeah, that's you guys
Okay.
are correct. I was mainly talking about like
Because
Right,
I was
so-
seriously thinking about
yeah.
killing you for it. So
Jesus
And
Christ.
he wouldn't just kill you for something that gave you no bonus, would
Right.
he?
I know I rubbed it into it so much also.
you did.
Get a nice bedroll.
Because no one wanted it. I'm like, I'll take it.
It's not much actual.
With the leather legging.
And you don't take it out of that. I used
in
my
the
own
items.
money to buy
Yeah, I'm
mine.
using my
It's
own
not
money to
that
buy it
It's
too.
not. At least for me.
Leather leggings.
Yes, that's exactly what they are called in the book.
All right.
That's because nobody has on.
Where-
I have leather leggings
Where did it
on,
go?
so they gotta be.
Yeah. The,
Where what?
okay, now they're there.
I had
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
was like,
just didn't add.
Nope, just poof.
Gotcha.
Now they live like-
What the shit? Whatever. Let's try this again.
Backpack with tinder
Wait.
box. Not gonna find
It's
it.
adding the miscellaneous.
Oh my god. Okay. I don't need that. How do I get rid of that?
There it is.
I think that worked. Just drag it away.
Click that. There. Okay. To the right.
Now, watching the icons show up on the group,
Uh,
be aware you do have encumbrance limitations,
Yep.
So
which,
Man.
like George has commented before, being encumbered isn't itself really a problem. Being unable to move probably is, and moving way slower than the rest of the group, like a dwarf, probably is. But 1 point of encumbrance is not really the end of the world. If you're wearing armor, it's a fairly safe bet you're probably going to be encumbered.
I was unencumbered up until I put that fucking bedroll on.
Just throw it on the cart.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
Food and drink doesn't have
I can
rations.
throw 10 gold into the party
Should
pot,
be.
but I do need that warhorse.
It should be on there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
without permission.
Rations one day.
How much do you need?
Yeah, let me add it.
How much do you?
I will have 10
You're not allowed
plus
to buy
the
rations.
cost. Of
I had
the
one day already, so but it was like it's listed
Alright.
oddly.
which
How much can I get for my pony?
I can delete that.
But Tony, I thought it was like 15 gold.
It's not cheap. Yeah, it's weird. The ponies are so much more expensive than the
10 gold.
draft
Yeah, 10
horses.
gold is a pony.
Okay, so I'll take that 10 gold and apply it towards the cost of a warhorse.
Warhorse?
He needs a light warhorse for his
Yeah.
advancement.
Okay, so a light warhorse is 70 gold.
I understand.
I can
Okay.
throw 10 gold into us.
So that puts down to 50,
Okay.
and we currently have most of that.
How?
This
You
has to
said
be in
2 to
Can't use
3,
supplies though.
but you know, right? I am currently going from
Huh?
level 2 to level
I
3.
didn't say anything.
That's not true.
In,
I'll bet it's Sean.
That's not an issue.
Yeah.
For me,
Like, I'm sorry, what'd you say? I was at entry bed.
We're getting the money, but
Okay, so
can we use
my
the-
mental math.
Yeah,
Just
go ahead.
my mental math says we're off by probably about 20 gold because they gave us 200 with the cost of the armors plus what I have on the cart already, plus the plus the draft horses, all that good shit. We're probably about 20 gold off to pay for his warhorse.
Mhm.
So if we throw 20 gold in, the remaining amount of that 200 provision we have can
Okay,
be
but
applied towards the warhorse.
You can apply it to whatever you want.
That's what I understood. So
They're
I'll-
on.
I'll throw 10 gold in
Chain cock.
out of my own money, and that should cover it.
Yeah, and I'll pay you
Process,
back.
whatever they call
I'll
it.
pay you back when I get the chance.
Toss.
I'm not worried about it. It's fine.
Then yeah,
Nail.
I'm going up to tier 3.
Okay. Don't forget the extra 15 gold.
I am now 4.
They're called chain.
Did I give you your 10 gold?
Chaucer's.
So far.
I'm not
Yeah,
seeing
it's fine.
anything.
I'll give you the 10 gold.
CHAU? Yeah. Male.
So go ahead and put it in.
Okay,
Try
yeah,
it.
sorry.
Yeah.
And then there's isn't it a leather jack the one that's your arms and chest?
Okay, yeah. So
Jack is
hold
the
on.
arms and chest.
Let me pull it up because I had I have a tab over here.
We'll do it.
A leather jack, a leather legging, and a leather skull cap. Covers you in leather from head to toe, with a mail coat, a mail choss, and a mail coif. Covers you in leather and chain from head to toe. And that's a total of
There's 2 leather jerkins on.
8 gold and
They should be identical. It's because I had to re-import some of the data.
8 gold and 34 shillings.
Are you
So
counting?
9 gold and
Are you counting the
14 shillings.
leather breastplate in that?
All right.
The leather jack
Okay.
is chest
Yeah.
and arms.
Yeah.
So no, I didn't include a leather
Okay.
breastplate.
So all
'Cause
leather
you-
head to toe is just 1 gold.
Not according to what I was reading, because it's 3 pieces. It's the leather jack,
Okay, you're correct. You're
the
correct.
leggings, and the
I'm
skull
right.
cap.
2 gold. Sorry. Yeah. It's 2 gold for
30,
leather.
34 total silver is what I counted, which is a gold
and a-
gold and a half, just shy of 2 gold. Yeah, about a
Jack
gold and
and
a half.
leggings is 26.
Golden
Skull
14
cap, yeah,
silver.
34.
Okay.
Wow.
That's the exchange rate thing right behind you.
Yeah, I had some free time to work, so
This is a new pop-up. Link Grey Guardian.
I also worked on it last night.
I completely messed up that conversation
into
with
Grey
Wild
Guardian.
Feeling.
You have
Preserving any
That's
touch
pretty
like-
big
What do you
tip.
put in
6
your
silver.
guys?
Full leather.
Okay.
So that's
That's
going
why
to be
none of the
times
characters are
3.
bad.
So
I don't need to install
3
this. do I?
gold.
34 silver, that would be 102 silver.
Yeah, that would be
5
5
gold.
gold and 2
Finally,
silver.
magical sense.
And then I was going to do
Okay.
3 hand weapons, so that'll be 3 more gold. So
Yeah, we're more than enough. We have
And
we have
distinction
plenty.
addiction.
I'm going to toss in 10 gold to whatever people need.
10 gold will go towards his warhorse, and that'll cover his warhorse.
Okay. So,
Between my 10
Toss
gold
that in.
contribution, your 10 gold contribution, and his 10 gold contribution,
I dropped 13 copper.
keep it.
How much gold?
13 is more than 10.
Yes.
just trying to think what else.
We got 2 of them in the group now.
You say my contribution isn't good enough?
For the
Your
record,
axe will be
you have as
I
much
don't
money
have
as
an
X.
Ooh,
For the record, you have as much money as I do.
can I spend some time trying to find fine weaponry?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to try to find him a fine weapon.
Okay.
How much gold do we have left in the pools?
So what did we determine? How much did you guys have?
So we were on the leather. That was 5 gold and 2 silver.
It was 8 gold.
And then 3 more
Went on
for
Eight.
hand weapons. And then I was
part of that.
wanting to do
I'm
at least
sorry.
one
I got
leather.
5 different
Yeah,
conversations
sorry.
going on. What's
So 8.
I
Okay,
the college
so
provided me with the standard robes.
So
your 3 guys is
Tier 3.
8 gold for weapons and armor.
8 gold and 2 silver.
Okay, 8 gold,
And
2 silver.
yeah,
You were
I actually took his chain, so I wasn't as much as what
okay.
I thought.
So
34.
it was Chassis and
Jacket.
okay. So coat and chassis. All right. So that's 6 gold. We don't have to pay. So that's good.
How much is the coif? All you gotta do is do
2 gold.
34 silver plus the coif.
34 silver. So
Plus-
3 gold and 3 gold and
14 silver.
14 silver. Oh God, we have.
Okay, so when you're asking for fine weapons, are you asking for really impressive looking weapons, which is what Warhammer defines as fine?
Huh.
Are you looking for durability, lightweight, practical, which really doesn't apply for a weapon? Or are you looking for a combat benefits?
Combat benefits.
Okay, so you can get a +5 weapon for 10 times the base price.
Okay.
So I've got a regular hand weapon.
Is this
what I've
1
got.
gold?
Hand
It's
weapon
one
is 1 gold. It'd be 10 gold for a low quality weapon. Or it's
For a +5.
for a +5 weapon.
Okay.
Okay.
Rolemaster terms would be low steel.
Alrighty. I'll pay for that.
That's where the
Did-
where the multipliers come.
What did the
from.
Are you
witch
gonna
hunters
figure
do
that out,
with the
I'll take that 10
great
that I
axe?
just gotten.
They
I'll use that.
confiscated it.
So
So they didn't turn it back into the Temple of Ulrich?
No.
What kind of weapon do you want? Can I'm not haggling any of these things, right? I'm not gonna get that option.
No.
Okay.
It's just a hand weapon. An axe is fine. It's more versatile.
All right. So
Great axe.
take an axe. Well, whatever you prefer, write it down as a +5, and I'll
so is that
write it into the cost.
do I change that with the modifier
I
then,
can't
Sean,
use
or is that
Yeah.
just okay?
Oh, well,
Yeah, just a straight modifier.
that's an axe.
So 10
I'm just
gold
gonna use
per
sword.
So 10
The hand
gold
weapon.
and 10 gold.
Yeah.
So
Do you need anything?
Nope, I don't need a weapon.
wait, what are you again?
I mean, it depends on how much is left in the pool. I have some basic utility items I would like to get, but that's not
Okay.
necessary. And each item can tend to be expensive, but
How much? It was 75 gold for your warhorse.
70 gold.
70 gold, and you've put in 10 to it. I've put in 10, and you've put in 10, so that's 40 gold. So 60. Yeah, we're getting close, guys. We're getting closer to 200. So take a +5 weapon, Matt,
Thank you.
and
Are you taking a hand weapon, Matt, or something else?
30,
Just all I can use is hand weapon.
41.
You don't have training with the other ones?
I have training with a hand weapon, with my fists, and with a bow.
Oh, okay.
The class doesn't come with the training with anything else.
Doesn't even at higher levels?
Yeah, nope.
Did you do
You have-
Franklin?
Interesting.
You have a
Right,
few gold.
species?
You have.
Should be.
Get what you want, within reason.
I thought.
I'm a mid
okay, how
laner.
much is a few gold?
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know you. No,
Okay, so I need to save them.
Being completely honest, I want to get a forged signet ring.
okay, how much does that cost?
Well, a basic signet ring, assuming you have the permissions to get said signet ring from the thing, is 5 gold.
And a forged one more expensive?
Probably.
The group had one, and they had a signet ring.
Yeah, we did.
I also want to get courtly garb. That's 12 gold.
What? No. You don't need Carly Garb. We're gonna go fucking assault a castle. You want to look like a pimp while you're doing it?
No, it's for before we get to the castle, or maybe we don't have to
Doesn't
assault
he
the
already
castle.
look like
Maybe we could just walk in.
In all fairness, we do kind of have
The
to.
scammer gonna be like, let that pimp in. He's got a ring. He's got a ring.
No, we're going on the way there. We're going to this noble's land and stuff like that, because we don't know the way to the castle.
Yeah, we do.
It's on the fucking map. The brass keep is exactly right here.
It's not nearly that detailed. It's in
I
the
saw GPS coordinates.
Okay, it's in the mountains. You know the general area, but no, you do not know the path to the brass keep.
So what do you need? Like 15 gold?
Actually, sure.
For one of the
Screwed
items,
this
yes.
up. I screwed this up.
That's why it's not a priority.
Get
That's
any
what I'm
magic
saying.
spells
It's
for
not a
going up to
priority.
3, or do I
No.
have to purchase them myself?
And that's
Purchase
why
them
I'm
yourself.
not grabbing any
And
spells.
you have to buy
Do you have any bonus
Okay,
weapons?
because I screwed up when I screwed up when I
Me
initially
personally,
got.
I don't need any.
Yep.
I don't
Going up in
outfit
career
these
just
guys.
gives you
I'm talking
access to everything.
Your guys.
No, we spent a lot of money getting me a heavy crossbow, a pistol, and some other stuff.
no,
Yeah,
no.
I'm good.
Okay.
What's breastplate cost?
You
I
just
s-
click it.
If I click it, it tells me
Yes, right there.
10 gold.
Yeah.
I can afford that in our budget if you need it.
I would rather
I
get
also-
in full plate.
I also went ahead and just
Yeah.
use my own
Can you
money
use? Okay, that's fine.
for.
Can you use full plate as a character class?
Technically, my character has no armor. I'm a slayer.
There is no armor skill in the game.
No, I understand that. But like, are you at
If I play-
penalties for wearing
You'll be
full
encumbered.
plate besides being encumbered?
If I played this character the way the book has it written, I would never wear a lick of armor.
Yeah.
Ever.
You'd be pure natural dodge.
This is why I was suicidal.
He's a
You guys
slayer.
didn't understand it.
He's a slayer. A troll, a troll slayer would be the exact same way.
Yeah.
They don't wear armor.
Period. So we go in hoping to God that our parries and dodges can keep us alive.
He hopes he kills them before they can kill him because Ulrich
So
is
this
strong.
isn't an actual class limitation like Slayer is,
No, it is.
but you're not a Slayer.
Slayer doesn't have a restriction either. There's nothing that says a Slayer can't wear armor.
So it's just role play.
It's
Correct.
a role-play background,
Okay.
which is why I'm saying I'm loose on it. You can play your character however you want.
Well, if you don't want armor, then just I'll take back the fucking like.
No, I'm gonna wear.
Shit
I'm gonna
ton
wear
of
the
money
chain
we
and,
spent.
and the leather. I'm fine with that.
He's effectively just a human slayer.
I get that.
So the plate.
Fuck. Just so you know, it's like he's a human slayer.
It's like he
He
slays.
killed him with a pencil.
It's like he slays
Who
humans.
could do that?
My human slayer.
I'm
gonna make-
I don't like that.
We'll
It'll
make
make
this-
this pencil disappear.
I was a schizophrenic slayer.
Oh god damn it. Okay. Then you
Okay.
have 35 gold to spend.
Oh, thanks.
Actually, yeah. Fuck it.
21.
So the slayer doesn't want armor?
Apparently,
I have chain and
no,
leather.
that isn't. That's still 35 gold.
Okay. So you got plenty of money.
I'm just trying to decide. I mean,
Oh, I also need to get some shields.
it'd take more than 35
Okay.
gold
No,
out.
no, less than 35
no,
gold.
I'm spending my own money. for
You
it.
sure? I mean,
Yeah.
we've got the
10,
provisions to do it.
Hey, let me just see how much it even is.
28.
Before we leave, I'm gonna check out on that
So
screen.
yeah, for
I tried to avoid all of this shit. I tried.
for 31 gold, I could be full
prefer all
plate.
of this. I actually enjoy the planning on the adventure
And the
before
chaos.
the adventure. I really enjoy that.
So do I. That's why I spent the last
yes,
week digging
yes.
around with
And I
my
was upset because you already did it.
It wasn't upset that you did it. It was that you did it without him.
fair enough. I literally was gonna roleplay that I did all of this without talking to any of you. I just decided to do it and be like, "Here you go, guys."
Rolls up with his card and says, "Let's go."
Yeah, exactly.
Can we take 6 gold out?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I'll get them.
What's the
shields.
percentage markup
For what's that for? Shields?
Yeah, shields for
A good quality forgery.
Because that's what they.
Double the price.
Double price. Okay.
Okay.
I am finally.
So you have
finally
less than
no longer a peasant.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
all.
Every
Yes, you
character
have-
class I've played has been
29, yeah.
That just
below
means you
like
have to
silver
pay more for
4.
food.
I know. I know.
Who's the enemy of Ulrich?
What are you looking at me?
Matt.
Who's the enemy of Ulrich?
No,
Everybody.
who's the noble that's most disapproving of Ulrich? The noble family.
I don't know.
He's not very well trained, Vulcan.
Okay.
And
He's a
anybody,
That's
a
a city
pumpkin.
folk thing, dude.
anybody Sigmar related?
This is Guy Friedrich, who's been rolling around.
I'm looking for nobility.
I have Laura Beast.
Franz.
I do have Laura Ulrich. I do not
I'm
have
looking
Laura-
for
You can type
preferably
Ulrich.
a Middenheim.
A Middenheim guy?
A Middenheim noble that has been more disproving of Ulrich. Like more vocal about it.
Hit that.
None of them would have been.
Huh?
with all
There's
the
a guy named
supplies
All
and
Ulrich.
food and
Yeah,
water
no,
and
I mean,
stuff on the
Ulrich
cart.
is the national religion.
Is there room on the
Oh,
cart
yes,
for
It has a
any
lot of
variety
influence.
other
Nobody
than-
would have been
Okay.
visibly
Keep
disapproving.
in
in
so many
mind,
crates and barrels.
My belief in Ulrich is not.
This is
the
what I
same
said in that message.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just wanted to.
You've read it,
No,
right?
It's
You really read the overall.
I
I'll
need
tell you
to
how many
see.
crates.
I know
So,
that.
I don't know how
At
much.
the bottom of the Mindenheim map are the list of the 7 houses.
It's
I mean, I'm
It's
not
just
doing
a
the
regular
five
cart,
copper.
right?
2 water barrels.
Not doing the
4
top
ale
bringers?
kegs.
That's the
1, 2,
Here you go,
3,
39.
4,
Okay,
5,
Karchberger
6.
is the one that you
crates.
talk to that you let cut in line with.
That's
Plus a tinder
Okay.
box,
Yeah,
which
I
is the
see what
size
you
of a crate.
No,
no,
7
tinder
and
boxes
then
are
Hellstein
stuff
is
you
the
can
one
keep in
that
your
was
pack.
talking with
Like
them
I have one in my
beforehand
pack.
Okay.
about raids
Well, I was
from the
thinking more
north.
like
They were hiring
No.
tinder box.
soldiers beyond
Unless
their
you would
limitations.
bought one that big.
Okay.
Fortunately,
That just
I
be a
was
whole
going to add
crate of
someone else
packs,
to draft
effectively.
yeah.
to redistribute his extra
But
soldiers to help us.
That all rounds up to about
He doesn't
25
take
gold.
Yeah.
requests.
Then I realize it's
What?
not.
All that?
Like,
That's 125 gold.
okay, how
About
no
bulk here.
bulk.
Or do
Oh,
you have any?
fuck, I don't
I
know.
don't know if you have the knowledge.
Okay.
I literally just mentally went through and been
Six.
like, this is a medical crate. It has a shit ton of this. This is a supplies crate. It has a shit ton of this. And this is a supply crate. It has a shit ton of this.
Okay,
I
so
broke it all out. I mean, here, you can look
Yeah,
at
I don't
that.
have any information on
Look
gold
at my
here.
spreadsheet.
oh wow. That's
I know.
6.
Well, Torlakheim is the only one that doesn't have any kind of wolf symbology, other than the ones already listed.
I don't know. Or if they've been harassing halflings, I'm fine with giving some.
Sean, would it be
halfling
possible
advocacy.
to get a very fine or a fine quality sling?
6.
Sure.
Okay.
Then
Slings basically don't cost anything. So what would be more reasonable? 5 gold?
Yeah, 5 gold.
Okay, I'll pay for that. Then.
Okay, so the Volgears.
What do you think?
yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if the cart
Previously
carrying
used to
is
be the
25
Grandmaster of
great.
Mindenheim's chapter of the
25
Knights of the White Wolf,
Probably 25 gold.
and his younger brother held the position of R. Ulrich. So they're very pro Ulrich.
Okay.
And this is just a regular cart, right? It's not wagon.
It's a wagon.
Wagon.
It's a wagon. That was originally what the guy had. He had a wagon with a pony
Bunch of-
pulling it.
Cat.
Yep.
This wagon stinks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
So
Dad,
happy.
the wagon, it says on here it carries 30. Is that 30 bulk or 30 crates?
Bulk.
Bulk? Okay.
That's only 3 humans.
Yeah, that's not great.
That's a small. Yeah, that's a really small.
Yeah.
A human is 8.
Oh, that's
Suppose that's
3 of my
A
humans.
little bit more than 3 humans.
You're probably closer to
and
10.
doesn't follow the same encumbrance.
I mean, we are
I
the
am a
group,
bulk of 10.
we are the group that will
Then
have
yeah.
a half a human at some
Which,
point.
which is why I believe Thad had commented that the wagon is for him and his dog, and that's about it.
Yes,
That's-
I'm aware. I'm
The
just,
wagon is full, guys. There's crates stacked on this fucking
I'm
thing.
sneering at you guys. All this crap.
Yeah. When I'm making
So
you
you're
fucking
walking.
cook
I have a
meals
horse.
back
You have your wagon.
Nice.
He has a horse. You're walking, and
Oh,
he's
God,
walking.
Why would you spoil
Why
us
is
all like
ride
that?
horse agility based?
You need to make sure we can survive.
What? It's amazing it's agility based.
I am.
That's why we let him survive, so we can survive.
Okay, so have you spent your 200 gold worth of resources?
Guys-
For descriptions.
Yeah, you got about 29 gold. 20. Let's say 26, 27 at most,
Seems to
probably.
be shrinking.
So-
It does.
We
So I'm
have.
trying to rush against the
Oh, because my
The faster you buy it, the more you get.
Okay, so
I know you're now tricks.
I can walk and keep up with
Now
that.
you only
Yeah.
get 25 gold.
Horse
I already spent it.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Horses could eat.
So you don't
That-
have a
You
horse?
should have one of these cat
How many
bikes.
horses do you guys have? I know
Yeah,
you
that's
have
one
2
truck-
horses
that's
for
one
the
truck.
cart.
2 draft horses for the cart.
Did you pay for those too?
Yes,
Okay.
that's in the cost.
You have your wagon. He has a light
I'm doing
horse.
sign for the ring.
I have my
Okay.
riding horse.
I can finally join you.
Do either of you have
In fact,
two
you-
of them?
Blathering at people.
Okay, so
You
they
get 10
know
gold
Andy
more
doesn't.
because
So
I traded in the pony.
we have
So
a total of 4 horses with
Yeah,
his 2
blathering.
draft horses, and his light war horse, and my riding horse.
Do you
Mm.
gain any
Forward.
benefit of blathering against someone who has bladder?
No.
What are we?
You can blather each other and talk for all day.
All I gotta say is they can try it with me. I'm just gonna hit them.
It's too bad it's an opposed intelligence test.
Punching.
It's like you're at such
How do you
stun
program
about their
the
talking.
plus
It gives you
Which one
stun
is-
conditions.
I'm gonna walk around with stuff stuffed in my ears. No.
Every time you see George, you just hit him
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Started talking.
George,
Yeah.
when you're programming a weapon and you go to qualities or item properties and then qualities, how do you add the +10? Because it has all this shit like accurate, impact,
Like
fast.
plus 10 for an attack.
Yeah,
It's one of my best
What's the
skills.
weapon you're trying to do?
that's my sling.
Your
Plus
sling?
5. No, sorry, 10. You're right.
I think it's hard to describe.
never
That's
seen
like
that speed.
animation quality.
Okay,
It's a custom thing, so it's not going to
Just
do like
like
standard
custom.
quality.
down here.
Yeah, custom and do like plus 10.
So I tried doing that.
The only issue is you can only modify your characteristic when it's equipped. So, I mean, you have to remember if Dad says you give you a basic ballistic skill and you're not using the sling too.
You can
To
just
adjust it. Yeah.
you can go into. Can't you go into the details and at like
That's what. That's
success level boost or bonus
Oh wait.
+1?
I just did
Is,
it in the
this,
tracking.
is the sling accurate?
It's no,
Just put accurate on it.
Accurate's a
Is it-
+10 though.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what you get.
that's what you got.
okay, okay, that
accurate.
works. Okay, thank you.
That's what I don't like about it is this thing only has a. Ooh, making. What?
Cool.
When you're sort of house ruling around a lot of the base mechanics.
Yeah, they don't. They typically don't have the bonus for weapons.
I will be wearing my practical practical robes normally, standard robes if I'm expecting something. No.
Okay,
However, my
so those
robe
are
after
packed
shower-
well away at this point because you're not expecting anything of note for the time
Yeah,
being.
they're still over there. Oh wait, got rid of those.
Okay.
Come on, let's go.
Okay. And I've started upgrading my leadership skill, so yay.
Okay.
Be leadership.
I'll continue adding the miscellaneous stuff. I'm not.
Did you advance your dog and go through those mechanics?
Yeah, I did actually.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find.
Obviously, you'll need to keep track of that game because there's not going to be any characteristics for it.
Does everyone have
Biscuits.
shoes?
You could update your character stats
Yes.
and everything for it, but
Okay, so
Okay.
real quick, I put 5 points into weapon skill, 5 points into strength, 5 points into toughness,
okay.
5 points into agility because he's level 2.
Okay.
And he made it through level 1. In level 1, he grabbed the Keen Sense Hearing talent, Bond, Command Attack, Command Return, Command Track. Each one of those were 100 experience.
Okay.
He bought 5 points of athletics, dodge, endurance, 7 points of perception, 5 points of track. And then when he moved up to trained hound, he added those stats from earlier. 1 point of intuition, 5 points of melee, 5 points of stealth, 1 point of swim. The hardy trait, command stay, and nose for trouble.
Okay.
And that brought him to 1,700 experience. total.
Okay. So, that seems reasonable in my mind. And half of what you get, he'll get as well.
Okay, so like tonight, would I have gotten?
At the end of the game, you'll get 50. The dog will get 25.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. And yeah, you have to keep track of it independently. You can probably program in like the stats, but a lot of it's not going to really work.
That's fine. I have it all built into a spreadsheet. So
Okay.
Was I supposed to get 50 from the last session? By the way, I didn't know if that was.
Yeah. Did you not?
No.
Okay, add 50. I mean, you as a player were playing, so you still get it.
The
Oh, I
100,
go to total.
We have
Yeah.
two
the
options.
100 experience I had banked to go
Uh-huh.
to thief.
Uh-huh.
Do I use that as my acquiring the cooking skill experience? Like I had
If
mentioned
you've
before.
given up going to thief, yes.
Well, the question is, am I spending that experience on cooking so I have that skill unlocked, or
Yeah.
is it paid 3 gold that we had discussed?
No, it's 3 gold
Oh,
plus you need to spend the experience.
That's
too.
fine.
Okay.
That's fine. And the 25 extra I got for doing.
The intro you can
The
spend
intro.
however you want.
Okay,
Well, yeah, I finally can use my pistol without any trouble.
then I'll do that on the cooking skill.
Okay.
What do you want the price for a forged document today?
A forged document of what type of document?
I'm staying on a surprise inspector of the region.
25 is
Uh,
2 skill points. from 0, right? So
A
you
good
get
quality
10
one.
per.
5 gold.
1 through 5 is 10, right?
Yes.
And then
I mean,
5
there.
to
If
6
you
for
if you.
skills,
15.
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming your intent is you're going to pass yourself off
You
as
should be
this
able to
guy,
put a
as a
little
visiting
check mark
noble from
right next
from
to
a
the
distant
skill
area
there.
that not necessarily anybody
Or
that
a
you
little
would know.
plus sign.
Oh,
And
that's
That
Steal.
automatically.
obviously, the citizenry, the
That
guards
it
probably will take
automatically
it at face
takes
value.
XP from your
A
current.
nobleman who would
into it.
know
I
what these
understand
things
that,
are,
but
it's probably not going to
charging
stand
me
up for
20
scrutiny.
per.
Okay.
Because it's outside of my
But
curve.
it'll get you in through gates and that sort of stuff.
Okay, that's fine.
But this is now
Okay.
in my curve.
Just want to make sure you're understanding concept wise. If you want to go something that would fool the nobility or the experts,
It's
then
okay.
it's going to be a lot
Okay.
more expensive.
Yeah, I'm buying like
You
the
have
noble's
that
clothes
issue.
and the different stuff like
I understand you have the basic
that.
needs.
Go to the
Absolutely.
bottom.
I mean, that's what the noble
It's at the
blood
one you have
allows you
marked
to do.
as your.
No, I'm not a
Is-
different
is
career.
actually.
Yep.
I'm
you
still a physician.
Yeah.
But spending the 100 experience plus paying the gold allowed
was
me
still
to
learning.
learn it.
Yeah,
How much gold?
So
Right. It's a hand wave as far as the cooking.
Gotcha. I just
I-
thought it was a. It was like a
Just-
current and complete.
Mark the advanced.
I didn't realize he was still a physician.
Yeah, he hasn't changed any of his career.
Gotcha.
Because cooking has been a minor thing, and honestly, I like the concept. It gave me an opportunity to really expand that.
29.
I'm
Yep.
fine with it.
29. Okay, so that's good.
If anybody else has any subsystem like that they'd like to entertain, like Ben at one point with his witch, I had put together a whole system of how he could impromptu create little potions and everything. He never really used it, and then his
Because I
character
died.
failed. Even before that, you didn't really use it. But
Dude, I've been making potions. Like
Let's
crazy.
see. As a grave, as
My
a
skill wasn't.
as a grave robber, I'm piecing
So,
together my
in-
own Frankenstein.
in truth, advanced musicians become expert cooks because they have all those materials.
And if you need all the bits and pieces, I'm the guy to get them.
I need an eyeball. Make it happen.
Dig. I know a guy with a bag of fingers.
You can ask 5 questions.
Okay, so do you guys have all of your stuff purchased?
So we have
Yep.
2 options to get there.
Or is there anything else you wish to do? I am going to advance the clock by 7 days, which
Okay.
will
2
put you into spring.
Or
Actually, kind of useful.
Yay. Hufflepuff, we could follow the river, I think,
So
up to it.
I'm not.
And forward 5.
I'm still listening.
Okay, so it is the 7th of Yardrung,
I don't have a
the
physical.
beginning of spring. So the roads are starting. It's been in time, so the roads are still frozen and there's snow everywhere.
You either start.
But sometime in a couple of months, it might thaw.
We're in fucking Russia.
It's kind of like right now. But
If you were now down by Altdorf, then the roads would be nothing but mud at this
Oh.
point.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I hate the mud.
Yeah, that blizzard was crazy.
Okay.
Like,
So, assuming you're okay
we either
Spend some
go
of my money
here
also,
and maybe follow the river
for me to have a rating
to it,
horse.
or we go
That is
here
unacceptable.
and
You
just-
are not allowed to
I
spend
didn't
more
know, I
money.
didn't know if that was something you're against having.
Yeah.
Since I know at least we have a
So yeah,
forward
probably
for sure, not
Sorry.
riding horse.
We have like 7
I
horses.
mean, it's up to him if he wants
we
to
have
walk. It's not.
I can't afford a horse.
Yeah, or basic riding horse is 15. And I doubt we could.
We don't have enough for everybody. Not without getting rid of a ton of supplies.
Yeah, and if we don't have enough for everybody, we can make our own knives.
I mean, horses become supplies at some point.
Well, he needed it first.
Yes, yes, he needed it for
And he
career.
did it
I
because
also
he's
need
a win, apparently.
I also need it for my career, but it's no point getting it for anybody else if they don't need it.
No worries.
Hey,
Because
you're
they won't
thinking,
be able to keep
you're
up.
thanking me when we have to get to somewhere secure and I could just walk in. I'm just saying.
Whatever, man. That's fine.
Okay.
Not judging
So
too much.
approximately a week or so goes by. Spring dawns. Everybody's excited because the temperatures are in the low 30s now. It's starting to warm up. Okay.
I'm sweating.
You guys have all your supplies, everything else. You guys are getting ready to leave when word comes from the city watch that there's been a disturbance to the east, and a peasant from one of the local villages was just hauled into town. He was in bad condition and expired, but the peddler that carried him to town is very concerned and is asking for help. So the town, given how they've been all friendly to you for the last week and everything, celebrating your great exposure of these threats to it and how you're going to save the kingdom, immediately turns to you and says, "Hey, we need your assistance."
I thought the crown like kept under wraps.
No, the crown did not.
Okay.
That was the whole point. You convinced the crown that there is a legitimate threat.
So it did the opposite of what his whole wizards
Yes.
were supposed to do.
Yeah, he's very pissed off at us.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And for that, they gave him a promotion.
Yeah, yeah.
Well done.
So I did what they told me to. The ground doesn't think it's scathing.
Oh, we should go immediately to what is
Yeah,
it?
they believe it's a
Saka?
beastman threat.
Yes.
Is it
You're
so good?
welcome, by the way, because I had a lot to do with that.
Yeah, we got to go to the guy, then we can find out what it is.
Oh, the
That's-
peddler is here?
The
Yeah.
peddlers in town, the local city watch, have come to you asking for your assistance.
Yeah, I'll go check it out.
Yeah.
Okay. So the peddler is a guy by the name of Peter Wagner. He's a traveling peddler that goes town to town in the mountains around Middenheim and off to the east and so forth, selling mining supplies and carrying goods and news and so forth between towns.
Okay.
He was recently, a day or two ago, at a small town just east of Middenheim by the name of Unterfraus. It's a village located at an iron mine at the foothills near Middenheim.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not on there.
There was apparently the miners had suffered some sort of blast in the mine. And he one of them had severe injuries that they couldn't deal with at the village, so he volunteered to carry him to Middenheim and get some assistance. Unfortunately, the miner died a day later, given that his entire right arm and most of his right side of his body had been destroyed.
Is he still there?
what's
Like,
the
we
hap-
inspect the body?
The guy right now is lodged at the Regent's House Tavern in Oswald. He brought Vogel's body to the Temple of Moor, where they were noticing and commenting about the unusual wounds. He's been held there until, at least for the day, until evening when the tossing off the cliff ceremony happens, when they dispose of him.
Today we are going to teach corpses how to fly.
Wagner, from what he tells you, he believes the miners were attacked by some sort of spirit of the dead using magical powers. The surviving miners were full of stories of eerie green lights, flickering lightning, and eyes in the darkness. Okay.
Well, that's not ominous.
No, we know what that is.
What do spirits have to do with beastmen?
Okay, I'm gonna go
No,
to the
never
Temple of Moor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody want to go with?
Yeah.
Well, let's go look at the body.
Sure. Everybody?
All right, this 9-man group walks with a
You guys
dog.
wander in. Okay. So
Yeah.
you find the body.
Yeah.
It has been. The wounds on it are quite extreme. Okay. You have to wait a little bit because several members of the Collegium are currently studying the body as well. And by the time you get in, it's clear that some of them have been fairly aggressively dissecting the body, trying to figure out what happened and so forth. So it suffered a bit more damage. The right arm is completely missing. It's been sheared off clean from above the shoulder, along with a portion of the adjoining rib cage. Okay, almost like somebody took a sharp blade or an axe and cut clean through the bones.
An explosion was.
But was the guy bleeding?
He was, absolutely.
Oh, so he was dead in seconds.
He was certainly dying. The local physicians and cleric did what they could. It wasn't. I mean, obviously, it wasn't likely he was going to survive.
So the
Okay.
the
Guy was
initial
chopped in
wound,
half.
the initial wound was the slicing.
Appears to be.
Flesh
Yeah.
wound.
So the way that
His
he said it was crushed.
No, it was
His
cut.
arms then, like-
Appears to be cut off. Okay.
I thought it was blood.
The wound itself seems to have been cauterized along the edge, not enough to have stopped it from
Right,
dying. Okay.
right.
Leaving a remarkably clean arc of blackened flesh right at the edge of the wound.
Great.
So
We're
he's got a
fighting
lightsaber. Yeah.
Much of the surrounding skin is tinted green, fading away from the wound.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to kill it.
He also bears numerous injuries that you associate just with the wear and tear of a lifetime of mining
Yeah.
and so forth, typical wounds along those lines, as well as most of his body has been cut up and pinned back and so forth for the dissections and investigation.
I'm gonna.
So an explosion
I
would
mean,
not.
I'll examine the cutout, the
will be
dissections and whatnot, but I'm more interested in the green
Not
part of the flesh.
Mhm.
Does it look like it's warpstone, or is it poison green
Doesn't look like either. It looks like it's necrotic, like it's been rotted.
this fast?
Yeah.
Like, no other part of his body is
No.
necrotic yet. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
just right
a
around
day.
the wound.
It's been like a day.
It's been 2 days since
2
since
days,
he left
which
the
is
village.
way too fast for necrosis.
For complete rotting. I mean, it's
This
set in
time of the
pretty
year,
quick.
definitely too quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It definitely too fast, but absolutely, it seemed to be all localized around the wound.
Can I check second sight for remnants of
What?
magic?
There's no signs
What?
of magic on it.
Person's undead.
Is there any kind of poison that would do this?
Not to my knowledge, but those Skaven,
A lot of acid.
weird stuff. Huh?
A lot of acid.
Acid. This isn't acid.
It doesn't look like acid.
This doesn't
No.
look like acid. No.
It doesn't look like a burn like from fire, and it doesn't look like acid or anything like that. You're not sure what the cause is.
Magically sharp sword, maybe?
Could be.
Undead
Maybe?
sword?
I want it. Dibs.
You don't get that from Cat Pies.
No,
You
you
become
don't.
cursed. You get another cursed weapon.
I open
You
his,
got another cursed
I
weapon.
open his stomach. Does he have any cat eyes in his stomach?
No,
There you go.
it does not.
What about creatures that just bite it that clean? Do we
Nothing.
know of anything?
No, I've never seen anything like that.
A squid?
No, he just crushed people and swallowed them whole.
Is it like one?
Maybe a collection of squid baby.
It was.
It just come from the inside.
It was we like to call it a boctopus,
You know,
and it was
It's just
ginormous.
a clean cut, almost
Yes.
like someone cut a part of them off.
It's like you have a block of cheese with a cheese knife and
Yeah.
you slice through it.
Okay.
It's that clean of a cut.
I'm gonna pull out one of the shurikens.
Except he's obviously not cheese.
I'm gonna pull out one of the shurikens
But sure.
and like slice through the guy's flesh and just give it a minute and see if it does something similar.
No.
No.
No, I mean around the wound, like I said, it almost flakes away.
Like just completely necrotic. To
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's not that it's rotted. It's more
Desiccated?
ashy and desiccated.
Yeah, desiccated.
Right.
Okay.
It's ashy. Needs some moisturizer.
Huh.
Yeah.
Honestly, the Christian
Not
Moore would
not
know a
even
lot
I make
about
a lore
this.
magic check to determine if there is anything that would cause some.
This is what
Cause
adds
to
Give me
the wound.
a blind check.
To be honest, Thad, the Christian Moore would probably know how to counteract the closest stuff.
That is what we go to our sponsor.
Because they are all about anti-undead stuff like that.
Nothing that you've ever seen.
Alright.
I mean, the closest you might associate it with is death magic.
I'm gonna smell the wounds with my acute smell.
Okay.
You vomit.
Is there anything
All over the body.
Is there anything familiar about the smell?
No, nothing familiar. It's a strong smell of body sweat and rot and
Yeah.
feces and so forth. I mean, the body itself. But
Okay.
no, there's nothing else that's
Do
standing
I,
out.
do I actually? I have lore beasts. Do I have any knowledge of there it being a beast that could possibly create a wound like this?
No.
What about you?
A blue
Dark
fire
and
wolf.
mysterious.
Thinking. Closest thing I can think of is death magic.
Yeah.
But
Do the
this,
Skaven use death magic?
Could do theology.
I'm sorry. Do the beastmen that look like Skaven?
Does anything
the
have to do with
rats
theology
use.
Oh,
Rat
not that you can see.
Yeah, rat.
He didn't.
rat-
He
that
doesn't
was
look like
like-
he has a couple of symbols of all right.
here? I didn't know.
Beastmen that look like rats.
Cause would typically be from
They use stuff like
acts or
that.
associated with
Like a religion thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
religious thing.
Yeah,
You
this
can
is-
give me a blind roll, Matt. You can give me a blind roll related to your beast lore.
So, the other damage on the body. Is this the only wound?
This is the only
Challenging,
unusual.
or should just do it average and
you
you
just average is fine.
So there's no like
I can adjust it.
there's no like blast damage or anything like that to
No.
the guy.
No blast
Okay.
damage or anything like
feel
that.
like it'd
It
be a
just-
lot
the-
more.
whatever this was, like I said, it was a clean cut, straight through.
Looks like we need to figure out what it was.
It
Let's
left
go.
this charred ring around it.
Yeah.
And apparently desiccated the skin and body around it as well.
I don't want to do this.
You guys bought me this armor. Maybe that'll stop it.
I have a quick question.
Maybe let's give it a try.
He doesn't seem to have been wearing armor.
See, there you go.
Could
We're
be.
good.
Okay. No, you've never heard of any creatures that can do anything like this. And you don't. This doesn't seem religious per se.
Okay.
I mean, other than whatever interpretations you guys might have, if you know of any creatures that can do this.
Why are you not in plate?
Because I use a crossbow.
That doesn't.
Yeah, you
matter.
can't
I'm in
fire a
full-
crossbow
I'm
with
in
metal
full
armor
chain
on.
and leather.
Same with me.
Once again,
Why aren't you?
I would say you
I
should.
Why are
asked
you
the question, why are you not in plate?
Why are you not in plate?
This is a halfling.
Because I am.
Halfling medic.
He couldn't walk with.
He's a
plate.
child. How can you put a child in plate mail? Come on now.
But it's,
Easily,
it's
just
so
get
much
smaller
lighter
suit
of
of plate.
now.
Yeah, just get smaller suit of plate.
I
You'll be
missed the
fine.
dwarf already.
We just slapped the
Oh,
cheese grater
dwarf-
over
dwarf
top
was-
of me.
I do remember something else I wanted to get.
Dwarf would have absolutely said you get in plate.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shield.
I learned a lot
Shield?
from watching him be completely invulnerable.
Did we?
Also,
Did we have something
it's
else
pretty expensive.
to get a shield? Yeah,
We
did.
just had 200 gold we could have used.
You didn't have enough
Yes.
for us to get plate.
Yes.
I was gonna get
We
plate.
did
You did
not.
not have enough.
We did not have near
I could have
enough.
made adjustments.
Do you
Well,
want
we
a
did
shield?
it.
Yeah, I want to get a shield.
How much is a shield?
2 gold.
I'll pay for it for you, Matt.
All right, thank you.
You know what this could have been? This.
Yeah.
At one point, I read of a spell.
Wait, you don't
that
have chain.
It
Oh, I
allows
do.
you to.
I have full
okay,
leather
so-
and full chains.
Full
Okay,
leather,
so
full
like
chain.
that.
Magic, yeah.
it's
magic.
Can you real
It's just
boy?
a pure-
No,
This
you
doesn't look natural
Not,
at
yeah,
all.
boiled leather with that cannot.
can't.
Do the
Yeah,
and the
comment
priests of
by
war have no
on
idea what may have caused this?
No.
Hit.
Do they have any advice on how to treat
DFV.
necrotic magic?
There's no.
No.
Yeah,
I have no. I mean,
I was wondering. I'm
they'll
like,
pray to more. But
Besides praying more, like
There's no shield.
medicinally,
Shield under
do they
weapons
have any
in
advice?
no.
It's
It looks like you need more
you can just
guidance.
type the stuff
Pray
up
more.
here, and it'll just pop up with a big search.
There we go.
There's bunker,
You have to do the
field,
joke
and then there's a
double.
large.
It's like-
field
it's like
that's
I'm gonna
what
have
my
to shake
sword
him. And it's gonna be
No, there's only shield or buckler.
just
There's a large shield, and
No,
there's
neither
somewhere,
the Collegium
yeah,
or
that's
the
a plus, that's
priests
a
have any
3
knowledge
points
of
instead
what might have caused this
two.
or any information along those lines.
I'm-
Their
it-
best
it
guess,
was in there last time I saw it.
at least from the priests, is this seems
My
supernatural.
soldier had,
Yeah.
my soldier had a large shield.
It's a power beyond their understanding, which implies a dark god and potentially miracles and so forth.
He said it's a charred ring around the wound, like
The edge of the
corner.
Still
wound,
not
the edge of the wound itself is charred.
How many cards do you have?
10.
My soldiers only have 6.
If it's the edge of the wound that's charred and not the inside, wouldn't it imply it came towards the person?
2.
No, like
Like-
as it chopped through, it burned out from the.
Well, then it wouldn't it
I don't know.
char
I'm
the
sure when we
inside
find the
of wound
weapon,
as
we'll
well?
figure it out.
No.
Yeah,
No, because
I
that's
had 2
skin and the
questions.
other one's.
That's what I'm saying. Let's go.
Yeah.
One, do the priests of Moor
We can bait it on
know
the
anything about this? Like, do they have any theories? of
Just
what
covered
happened?
that. The priests
Okay,
of
then
war,
never mind about that.
the priests of war have no theories other
Okay.
than it's beyond their understanding. So their natural assumption is it's supernatural from a dark god and its respective miracles.
The record
Okay.
this is about wrong. I'm
And then
sacrificing myself.
second, how are we doing
You
black
shall
powder?
pass.
Then checks because black powder causes fear.
We're applying fear.
Okay, so allies don't get affected by.
Everybody gets affected
Everybody gets affected. Okay, so I probably won't use them. I still have.
The black powder is whoever you're shooting at
Okay.
as the check. The
Okay,
bombs were
yes,
different
that's-
because it's
by.
AoE.
Bombs are just yeah. I mean, if you
Okay.
shoot at one of the people in your group, then yes, they're going to be affected.
Yeah.
Okay, that's different.
Ah,
Okay.
he's scared. There's a hole in me.
Thank you. That's why I wanted to clarify now before we got into combat.
Weapon discipline,
And we
man.
did that.
That's right.
It's the number one rule of firearms.
Shoot your friend.
I got trigger finger.
Shoot all
I need to
witnesses.
use it.
That's right. You can't go to jail if nobody saw you do it.
Nobody can report you.
That's right.
And you have
I never find the bottom.
need a revolver.
Anyway, we're going to a mine.
Let's
Looks
go
like
to
we
the
are.
mine.
It's in the general direction where we're going.
It's to the east. It's approximately 2 days if you rush, 4 days if you take your time.
That would have been
Let's
helpful.
rush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like going day and night?
Because there may be people we can.
Who else is walking?
I mean, it's effective. It's effectively
It might
going
go
like a 12-hour day.
Gotta keep
You'll
the
potentially
pursuit
be
going.
fatigued, etc.
Now, are you walking all day in your plate, or are we putting
yeah.
it in a wagon and then?
I'm walking all day with my plate.
Okay, so what's the slowest member's movement rate?
My movement rate
I'm gonna be
is
for once.
3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
My road warden's a 4.
You have encumbered yourself so much that you walk the same speed I do.
That's only one
Plates and
That's the
not
only one
bags.
encumbered for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not
I
even.
mean, Ewan only goes 4, so
I'm
Elf.
My-
elf
I thought they
five.
lived
I
5.
mean, so,
Nope.
yeah, that's elves.
I am 3 right now because I'm encumbered from everything that I'm wearing.
right.
Well, yeah,
But I'm faster because I have horse.
Okay,
Yeah, that's why I'm at 7.
so you guys set out for Enterfrau?
Yep.
Okay.
So for expedience reasons, you can use my horse.
Wait, you have a horse?
All right. So
You can use my horse just when we're going to like any big place of settlements or whatever.
I
Just,
gotta
like,
get
swap
on.
plate. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll try not to sweat on it too much.
Okay.
Is it like a riding horse?
Yes, it's a riding horse.
When did you get that?
He just
Bought it.
It's
Oh, okay.
This morning, it is a trusted companion.
Yes.
Finally.
Stat blocks and everything.
What's your horse's name?
You turned it
I have no
into a
idea.
cat and a
I
riding.
have no idea. Okay.
Ask me
Yeah,
what the name
no
of
idea.
the draft
Oh,
horses
please
are.
one of me. It's Laverne and Shirley.
A cat.
Oh no, that would
Right,
be
and
fantastic.
on a
No, it's
horse.
lightning
What
and
do you
thunder.
Nice.
I was, I'm like,
Lightning and thunder for the slow ass draft horses.
Hey, bad.
No.
Got it.
A cat riding a horse rides into town. What do you do?
It's Puss in Boots.
Okay, so you head east out of town.
That was loud.
That was.
This is why I keep my phone ringer off.
No, that I'm pushing.
My phone has a tendency to yell at me. And watch, it's just Grandma commented on Facebook. Nicole Rogers is on Facebook.
What?
so turn off your notifications.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Or put your phone over there.
You're a smart kid. You can figure that out.
Too advanced, Matt.
I am the least technological person here.
I just realized I was like, something's moving and I couldn't focus on what was changing. I think you would stop clicking.
Like,
And I'm
right,
like,
look
okay,
at
what
soon
was
as
it?
you looked-
And then I'd stop and I'd look somewhere else and I'd see it again. I'm like a cat with a laser pointer and then I was like, oh, it's the moon! All right. Yeah. Been a while.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Couple days later, late at night, your wagon train rolls into the outskirts of Unterbrau. Okay.
That's hilarious.
The place is fairly small. There's only maybe a dozen or so buildings. Okay. The road leads from the west into the small valley where the place is. You can see various fields and houses. There's a tavern, a church to Ulrich, and so forth. And then up the hill beyond the village, you see a trail that leads into the mountains, a short distance where you see signs of a mine entrance. Okay. As you approach the village, you notice a couple of different things. A, there's no lights on anywhere in the village, despite the fact it's 10 o'clock. Okay.
Like at night?
Yeah, at night.
Okay.
Okay. Sunset several hours ago. There's no sign of any lights. There's no movement in the village, except for here and there you see like a cat running across the street, or a dog barking in the distance, or whatever. A couple of the fields that you pass on the outskirts have cows just actively grazing. Okay. The place looks pretty much empty as far as activity.
Gonna go ahead and load my crossbow.
Not like this.
With me and we'll scout ahead.
I can go with you.
How long do you guys intend on scouting
The
for?
whole point of us going is we're stealthy.
I can be stealthy.
How long do
You're
you,
wearing chain.
I can take off the chain.
how long do you intend on scouting for?
Whatever. Let's go.
Go have fun.
What?
How long do you intend on scouting for?
Oh my gosh, it's dark.
An hour.
Okay. Then
Okay, you're on the road. It's currently dark.
So is this dark?
Is there enough moonlight to starlight to at least give us,
Nope.
with night vision, some little bit of something?
No, the moon is basically no moon right now on the current calendar.
seeing this, I'm gonna swap out my robes to my standard robes.
What do you want to do?
You're
Well,
gonna pause and
never mind.
change clothes.
Wait,
If
did
we
we-
can't see.
Wait, did we get lanterns?
Yes, I
While
listed
we were-
that all out earlier. Yes, we have lanterns.
If they're stealthing forward.
Currently,
We're not stealthing forward because we can't see.
Right.
So we're just gonna go into the
You can-
village and
you-
get ambushed by
let-
the
No, let me adjust it somewhat so that there is some light, because it wouldn't be pitch black. I mean, just with the starlight and so forth.
Yeah.
So let me change this to.
So we would
Smoking.
have a lantern on our.
Yeah, there'd probably be a
Here,
lantern hanging off
at least
the,
where we're at.
off the wagon. Yeah,
You also
I'd
you
also-
have low light vision.
I have low light vision. Yeah.
I'd also give.
Am I the only
my-
blind person?
No, I'm
No.
blind also.
I'm with you.
You look startled. You look.
Okay,
It's my
that-
stealth. I'm sorry.
that didn't
I'm actually
adjust
stealth
it.
with this character.
I underestimated the sneakiness.
Yes, nice.
I mean, the dwarf was stealthy.
It's the Blackfoot.
I'm slightly better than the dwarf.
Elevation threshold. Okay. No, that didn't do it.
It's freaking dwarf.
Hey, today I used it. There's a whale in your boat. I know where you sleep. Honestly, your mother's will cry when they see what I've done to you.
Okay.
Okay, now you can see some.
All right.
Okay, now a couple of things I need to adjust because I didn't know exactly what the situation was going to be. First off, you'll notice we have Tolman in a wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Tolman, if you move yourself, the whole wagon moves with you,
Oh,
You
fantastic!
get that
I'm
sweet
gonna
Jeep
run over
sideways.
everybody with the wagon,
which is fine. That includes if you hold shift and rotate, you can rotate the whole assembly.
Okay.
Okay? If you mouse over the cover of the wagon, you'll find your dog.
Okay.
Okay? He's asleep in the back because he's bored and he doesn't like to walk. Okay, I have Ben currently on a horse because I knew you had a horse. Who else ended up acquiring horses and is currently riding them?
I have a light wars that I'll be riding.
Okay.
I'm currently off my horse.
Right, I was riding your horse, right?
Yeah, I'll be off my horse.
Okay.
So
So I will put you over here with your horse.
I have horse called temporary.
Okay. You
I don't
should.
expect in the last several sessions.
You have a horse called temporary.
Yes. No, the horse I had that I acquired.
Oh, you called him temporary
Yep, he's gonna be temporary.
because, and you say that, and that horse will probably outlive everybody.
Everyone.
Good.
It will.
I will not be upset then.
It will grow magical wings and.
If that's what it takes for a character to live forever, all my characters will be called temporary.
Okay, so that horse is now trailing you, and Andy, you said you were riding the other horse.
I was riding George's horse. Yeah.
George's horse. Okay, so you are over here, and
I
you
love how that's
are
on the same pole, and I nearly
the
died.
horse.
And you took 1 point of damage.
No, it's
Okay, so now you should.
You fell down the hole.
Yeah, if you move your character,
I
you
took
should
1
move
point
the
of
horse
damage.
with it.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
Okay. If you get off the horse, let me know. We'll make that adjustment. Now,
That was in that trench. Mhm.
for those of you who can see the village, for whatever reason, the village houses are particularly small. Okay? Scale wise is wrong. The rest of the map is fine. They just, for some reason, made all the buildings like 1/3 size. So, view this as drone footage.
Abstract. That's fun.
Okay?
It's a hobbit village.
However, off to the left, there is a large field that is filled with turnips, cabbages, some sort of plants along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
Rows upon of those. It's a field that would be filled with them. They're not any right now, given that it's just barely spring. They're barely sprouting or popping up through the snow and ice. Like I said, the rest of the village is empty, other than a stray animal or whatever. There's no sign of any inhabitants.
All right. I'm going to I'm going to hop off the cart.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tie the wagon, the horses, to the tree just north of me. Just north of the road.
Okay. So you
So-
should be disengaged from the horse now.
I tried to drag it up there, and I was already disengaged.
Yep.
So, and I will do. Yeah, okay. The dog, come with me. Let's go forward.
Okay.
And
Am I supposed to see the whole map, like distance-wise? I mean, I don't see like past the. I don't see like the
Past the mountain.
I can't see past the mountain now.
The rest of it, yeah. I mean, because
Okay.
it's moonlight that you're seeing by
Okay.
at this point.
So
I'll
with,
just gotta go and swap the ring.
Okay.
so with them going out to scout and tying the wagon, we're gonna set up a little. I'm gonna set up a little perimeter around here just to keep an eye out.
You move wherever you wish to go. So you and Thad and George head out across the field.
I don't understand why anybody is listening to these two.
I don't either.
So,
you gonna go with them?
can you put me in? I'll do it. I'm fucking seriously.
I'm wandering into the village as well.
Okay.
I am not trying to hide. As I get closer to the village, I start yelling out, "Hello!"
Okay. Go ahead and make sure you heal yourself too, Thad. By the way.
Yeah, it's what
I'll just
working
add
on.
a bunch
Yeah,
of
for
health.
whatever
There you
reason.
go.
Okay, thank you. Help.
So,
What was it?
for whatever reason, I can see your health.
One second.
Okay.
It is weird. I can see mine and his, and that's it.
Halflings are very vocal about their complaints.
I'm dying!
It's all the complaints.
Oh dear God, I'm almost dead.
You almost ran into the
red.
coffee
Yeah,
house,
not
dummy.
He's done that before.
What is this stone building in the middle?
More than one.
This one here,
Yes.
that's the temple to Ulrich.
Okay.
also
Well,
bought-
then I know where I'm going.
I also bought some stone lanterns.
But as I move forward, I am calling out to the
Yeah,
village.
you call out. There's nothing. You do get some responses from that dog that's barking in the village. And you can hear in some of the barns the bleating of sheep and other animals.
I don't know how far you're going to let us move because these guys haven't moved yet either. But I'm going to start heading towards the temple.
Yeah, you see the wolfkin just heading off ahead of you while you guys are going cautiously.
Okay.
I'm
gonna
shaking
go
my
north.
head looking at them. So
I'm gonna head north over to the set of miners' cottages.
Okay, you guys are heading that way.
Yep.
I'm following the wolfkin.
I'm
he
gonna
seems
give the
like a
dog.
smart guy.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay near the wagon so none of our stuff gets stolen.
Okay, so
He has the nose for trouble talent,
Because we
Okay.
spent
which I remember. I don't remember exactly what it does.
it gives them sort of a sixth sense ability to
Yeah.
detect whether
Yeah.
something's hostile.
Thought we were going to the town. Oh.
I've
Yeah.
He'll start barking or whatever, like dogs tend to do if they think there's something aggressive. Like Mulder does
More than
anytime
half
something
our
not
money
similar.
on the fucking wagon.
We're
I'm not gonna let it get stolen or destroyed.
Sergeant loses his shit if you get near our house.
Yeah. Okay. So George and the halfling are heading to the cottages, and the two of you are riding just down the main street.
well, I'm walking. He's right.
Well, I understood. Good. Okay. So you guys,
Wait,
you guys head over there.
I stop. Is anybody staying with the cart?
I am.
Okay,
I am.
okay.
We
The-
spent
the-
over
the-
an
the-
hour.
We have the military.
The road
Hey,
mark.
I was about to say we all leave the cart behind. The fucking scave and steal everything off the cart.
That's
200
why-
gold!
That's
Well, we
why
just
I'm-
spent multiple hours wasted.
That's why I'm staying.
The
here.
road wardens are guarding the cart. They announced that, and the wizard is changing clothes.
Yeah,
yeah,
we
thank
spent
you.
over half our money on the stuff in this
Okay.
cart. I'm not gonna let it get stolen.
Why
if
not?
possible.
We didn't have any money. What are you talking about?
I'm just wearing my normal clothes.
Okay.
So I'm not-
So Andy, you and Matt are the first ones to get there. That first large building
Mhm.
appears to be a tavern. Still haven't gotten any response from any villagers or anybody in this area. Let me the details again. Okay. The tavern is labeled. There's a sign out front with a picture of a pick and a shovel.
Oh,
Can either of you read?
Yes.
Okay. The tavern is labeled as the Pick and Shovel Tavern.
Okay.
It is part tavern, part
Pick.
boarding house. Fairly basic. Okay. You see in the front, the doors appear to have been broken open into the place.
And I don't hear. I have acute hearing. I don't hear anything at all.
Just animals in their various barns and everything. They seem restless.
I'm checking the temple first. I say to you, and I'm heading straight up the road towards the temple.
Okay, so you're heading towards the temple,
Where's this temple at?
the square building.
No.
You gonna follow them? Or?
Yeah, I'll follow him up there.
Okay.
Yep.
So you head up there with them.
Oh.
Your horse sidesteps all the way.
If there's a,
Um,
if he's going in and whatnot, I would get off the horse to tie it off somewhere.
Okay, that's fine. Meanwhile, the other two and the dog of you head over to the cottages. They appear to be single-family dwellings, fairly small, low quality. I mean, they're peasant houses. You see signs of recent activity. One of them still has some clothes hanging on the line. Another one has a wash basin out front, now iced and snowed over. No sounds or anything like that. The central one has a door hanging open, just blowing in the wind. The other ones are all closed.
Where are all these people at?
Don't know.
There's a small. Each one of them has like a small barn adjacent or next to it or whatever.
Do I smell any rat stuff?
No,
You just musk.
no.
I mean, they did say it was haunted.
I'm gonna go to the middle one that's open,
Okay.
and I'm not gonna cross the threshold, but I'm gonna peek in.
Okay. Inside, the two-room building looks to have been completely wrecked. Items are strewn about the room. Tables are smashed, and so forth. It looks like whatever happened roughly about dinner time.
Yeah, okay.
And there's food spilling. There's a small cooking fire in the back with a pot that's boiling over, and so forth.
Wait, so there's still an active fire in here?
It's burnt down at this point, but they're still active.
So this must have happened pretty recently. Okay, are there any tracks in the snow?
Lots of tracks, but none that you can identify per se. I mean, this whole place is filled with tracks.
It's too bad our tracker got himself burned to death.
I can track. It's not that.
And him.
Well, you can track too, kids.
Yeah.
It's an advanced skill.
Oh, I don't have that advanced skill.
I'm assuming you're staying with the halfling, unless you
You
tell
only
me
get these
otherwise.
as-
I'm gonna go to the next building
It's,
to the
it's
east.
an advanced
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm still thinking maybe, and like mainly looking. So you said there were cats and stuff like that wandering around.
You saw a cat run across the main entry.
Okay.
I mean, there's not like dozens of cats.
I didn't know if there was a never so often cat.
No.
Man, if I were there, I'd be looking to.
No guidance with the cats today.
I would yell out though, since it seems like everybody's probably
In the
within
distance, you
earshot.
can hear him screaming
Oh.
and yelling.
I yell out, the front doors to the inn are smashed in.
I'll yell back. Same with this house, and this just happened.
Man, what's the big part?
Okay. In front of the Temple of Ulrich, that big tear-shaped thing,
Mm-hmm.
is a large horizontal stone. It reminds you of what you've heard of or seen related to the Old Faith.
Oh, okay.
Okay, effectively druids and so forth from ancient times, before Ulrich came to power. This would have typically been a standing stone. Marked on it are strange carvings in some sort of language you don't understand. It looks like the stone has recently been knocked over. The earth at the bottom of it is freshly turned and ripped up and isn't even covered with snow yet.
No ropes attached to it.
No. Easily would have stood 10 or 15 feet tall.
Jesus.
I'd like to get out and see, seeing how I'm a expert in dirtology.
Dirtology? Okay.
Just to see if it was done with like spades and hoes, or if it was specifically like just knocked over. There's
No,
nothing, no sign.
it appears, it doesn't seem to be any signs of working it per se. It's not like it looks far too regular, almost like the stone itself is what ripped up the dirt.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Let me ask you this: does it look like the stone collapsed into the ground and fell, or did it actually just
toppled over?
Wow. Yeah, I don't like that at all. I'd yell out, This huge standing stone was just knocked over recently. What in the heck can do that?
Me. Does anybody see any footprints?
I look around.
There's footprints everywhere.
Everywhere. Yep.
It's a village.
Well, what?
I hate you.
I mean, that person was actively putting
I'm-
the different
I'm on the
things
ground.
that he described when we asked.
I'm on the ground backing up repeatedly and going, look,
You can hear
there's
them
more.
shouting in the
There's
distance.
more.
I'm gonna stake my.
This one goes to
I'm
this
gonna
house.
pull out a dagger and slice my own
Yeah.
throat.
We're gonna head to
stone.
Can you heal as you're doing it?
I'm going back.
William.
Do you want to move the
Huh?
wagon?
Hold on.
Oh.
Whoa, what's happening?
Somebody moved
I,
that.
I moved the horse.
Oops.
Dun dun dun.
Closed horse.
The way we-
Do you want to move the wagon up?
It's like a
We don't know
flyover.
He ties his horse to a tree and then heads up himself. So you're now guarding all the horses.
Well,
Well,
So,
That's fine.
there's supposed to be a mine here, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming of that
Separate.
path.
I mean, given the fact that I just
Probably so.
hired a researcher to look into the waste.
Did you look inside the temple?
Can I recognize?
Not yet. I'm about to.
Okay.
But I need a.
Yeah,
I need a light
this
source.
does not appear to be wasteland related.
Yeah, we can meet up.
I mean, you'd be able to probably recognize that writing at this point. The stone gives off faint wisps of gur.
Got it.
thank you.
Nothing particularly strong.
Now I want to play that wizard.
The gur wizard.
Absolutely. Next character created.
Beast wizard.
Whenever I cast the spells, they just grr.
Wizard of Growl.
So it's not a waste stone, at least from what I would think of.
No, this looks to be ancient writings. So you guys are at the other house, Thad? Door appears to be closed. Or is closed. There's no answer.
Anybody in there? Hello?
No answer.
We're not here to hurt anybody. Hello?
That's exactly what somebody here to hurt with something.
Okay, you swing it open. The house looks like they were here just doing their daily chores and so forth. There's a couple of toys on the ground, some children's toys, next to a old, looks almost like a coloring book or a notebook or some sort, and some clothes on the table, partially folded.
Do you have a backpack on you?
Mhm.
Can you take a couple of those toys?
Why?
Just trust me.
Um,
We're not stealing it. I promise
Okay.
you it's not stealing.
okay. Well, I'll take the cursed toys.
Okay.
Is there any magic in the area?
No,
But actually,
other than what's that little
All
bit.
that's
It's a
left
strange-
here is
It's a
toys.
strange red-headed doll and bibs. One name is Charles.
you see another one that is
All the
almost like a
toys.
child,
One of them
but-
looks like a little halfling with an apron.
Yeah,
Another one
yeah.
has like a little dog.
Is there a box of needles nearby?
There's another one that's cloaked, in a dark cloak.
What about the temple?
Got like
Temple. Temple itself is a modest stone building. Looks like it would typically be enough to serve this town, probably with a single priest. The
light
door
sources?
there's no light sources in it. This door is open. Looks propped open just with debris.
Any source of any wetness on the ground at all anywhere?
From the outside now. You going in?
Well, I'm going to step to the doorway and see if I can see. There should be a brazier or a torch or sconce or something.
There are some sconces and so forth. They're all out at this point.
Let's see
Look
if I
like
can...
they burned out.
Oh, burned out.
Yeah.
Bring up a torch or something.
Where I am right now with the Borgars, do the horses appear agitated at all? Like, can't
No.
make like a
You mean animal handling roll?
animal handling?
Excuse me.
So you have a wizard and you have a bounty hunter.
Hey,
Neither of them seem to be responding to your orders for torch.
you.
What?
You can make light, right? You're one of those
I can.
Wizard kind?
spellcasters. Yes.
I can. What kind of light do you want?
A light that I can see.
No, they don't seem agitated.
No, 80.
Do I see them?
What do you want?
You see them moving about the town,
My shield.
Disco.
but they're some distance away. I mean, you can hear them shouting.
Okay.
You can barely make out what they're saying.
I'm gonna cast light on his shield.
Okay, go ahead.
Anything with magic related?
Moving up.
Okay. Modern.
And he blows up. Boom! Kaboom!
Yep. There we go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
We're going minor miscast.
Christ.
Oh, it is a mistake.
Yes, minor miscast. It's a double.
It's a double.
Ooh.
One game session. I needed one game session.
Okay.
That's a lot of dice.
Okay.
Okay, that's not that bad.
Sure.
What?
No!
It is.
No!
No, I think he's far enough away. He's far enough away. I think.
71
It's 71 yards.
Not on this. He's definitely not.
Yes, it's a
Well, yeah,
lot
but the
bigger.
scale's off on here.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
I am
Okay.
a lot
Now,
further away.
The buildings are off. The scale is accurate. The buildings are too small for the scale.
Then the scale's off because
Yeah, the roads wouldn't be this close
yeah.
together. I don't think.
we're off scale. We would be a
We
lot
would be
smaller.
weird
on
giants
this. Yeah.
right now.
The buildings and the roads and all that are properly
accurate.
portioned. We're just giant on the map. So the 71 yards would be accurate
Yeah.
per the map.
Now, if I
so you
decide to
didn't
move
just
up,
ruin all the alcohol on the wagon.
Or did you?
Fuck.
now if I were to have
It's the
moved
same
up,
way, I don't care.
Anyways, you
Perhaps.
cast a light spell. Your shield starts to glow. Strange shadowy light. Inside, you see a rather horrific view.
Okay.
The temple itself has been thoroughly desecrated and is covered with, you think, feces and blood throughout
Okay.
the entire place. Strapped to the altar, tied to the altar, is what you assume used to be the elderly priest. He is flayed and stretched out across the thing with numerous wounds and pools of blood from him on the altar, on the ground, etc. Looks like he was tied there, tortured, and then left to bleed out.
Interesting.
Okay. The wooden carving of a wolf that used to stand on the altar is on the ground, hacked to pieces and broken up. And the great axe that hung from the wall behind it has been snapped in two and discarded. A large tapestry depicting Ulrich slaying a giant red demon has been pulled down and is soaked in blood draped over the wreckage.
All I do is call out, definitely violence. Somebody desecrated the temple and killed the priest in a horrific manner.
Let's go check that out.
And I go ahead and I'm not gonna walk in. I want the axe though.
I knew that was
I
coming.
sent you a message.
I'll
I figured as much.
we're gonna walk over there.
Any magic in
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Any magic in it?
Are you gonna go over there too?
Yeah.
Okay.
So as I'm walking, I also do have, I think it's called Holy Visions, where it's basically I automatically know when I'm in holy ground for future reference.
You fall in a hole.
I'm just now remembering it.
I'm
Yeah,
keeping an eye
it's,
out on the where,
it is
where we
holy
have
visions,
them,
isn't
not behind us, but
Okay.
That's what I'm
further up the hill and whatnot.
Okay.
Now that there's
Yeah,
a light source
Holy
for me to
Visions.
see.
Yeah, there's some light here.
I don't really want to do it.
Yeah, you can try to work all those things forward, Ben.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Um,
you only moved one horse.
The wagon's still with one horse in the back.
because it's separated at this point, so it doesn't matter.
Oops.
Don't worry about it. Okay, so you guys head over there to check out the temple as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you take in the sights, give me a cool test.
I don't like having this character's skill level because it's nothing like my last character was.
This is to avoid disease.
No.
Just making sure.
Nice.
Your already have a 61.
It's like the one only decent
Okay.
stat I have.
Willpower.
Yeah.
I did it as an average test too, though, Sean. Not as a challenge.
That's fine.
So I'm going to like that farmhouse right there, right next to the temple. So I'm going up to like that farmhouse right next to the temple. Seeing if there's like a hitch somewhere,
Okay.
and just gonna
The,
be
the
closer
southern
to the group.
that southern L is the boarding house.
The boarding house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do I?
No, I'm talking about the one directly west of the temple.
Okay, going up to that farmhouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so I can be closer to the
That's
group
fine.
in case
You,
something.
you head over there. You guys hear the wagon approaching and so forth. It's parked real close within the wizard's range.
Made that.
Did you have pure soul?
Or gurgling in
I
the
do. I
darkness.
have pure soul.
Okay.
So
That nullifies it.
thank you.
I rolled that random. I rolled rewrite random and something. You get 4 when you're healing or something like that.
I'm still keeping an eye on the wagon and all the horses. I'm sure they will let me know
Healing
if
or
they
whatever.
need
He
me.
said, there you go. I was like,
Okay.
I
So
got mimic night vision.
no sign of anything else on the street. Otherwise,
nice.
they all seem to be slightly horrified by what they're seeing inside the temple.
I stride in, by the way, pick up a piece of the axe, put it in my pack, and then
It's
grab
obviously not useful right now, but
here.
Okay.
Pull out the knife and cut the priest free.
okay.
Grab the tapestry as well.
The body slumps to the ground and
Just pick it up, carry it outside.
Any magic?
No.
Where's the graveyard at? Anybody seen it yet?
No, but let me look at that dude before you put him away. I want to see what killed him besides being flayed open.
I'm gonna go up and inspect
Alright.
these farmhouses.
the,
like chaos,
the
right?
minor cottages or the ones to the east.
One's to the east, further
Okay.
north on the road.
That
there.
one.
Yep.
Okay.
How long is the
You open up that door. Similar to what I've been describing, the place looks like it was abandoned, middle of whatever they were doing. There is a stuffed toy on the ground that looks like a rat.
I don't have pure soul. I resist.
It's laying in what looks like a puddle of something dark.
Or actually, it's 92 minutes.
I don't.
Which one gives you a boat?
Is the door busted open on this one too, or was it
Section
just
that's associated with that.
Then I
so it
would-
looked like it
Correction,
was
Matt. It's
thrown
92.
there or just placed there? So, yeah, they're,
You'd have to get closer and take a look at it.
So you're going for the next hour and a half.
That's good.
I'll step up to it. I'm not gonna pick it up or anything, but I want to inspect, see if it looks like it's blood that it's soaking in. And
Yeah, definitely appears to be a pool of blood of some form. The stuffed rat. Now that you're a little closer, looking a bit closer at it, it looks more like a really badly made bear or something else. It just, at first glance, would look like a rat. But it's soaked in blood at this point.
if I look up, is there blood on the ceiling?
No.
Like a second floor.
No, there's a side room. Looks like there's some blood over there.
Yeah, let's,
So only one body so far.
I'll step back out of the farmhouse. I'm not gonna touch anything in there. I'm just gonna, yeah. There's some bloody stuff in here too, but no bodies.
I bring the tapestry with me over to the well.
Okay.
Haul up a bucket of water.
Okay.
It's blood.
Well, first I'm glowing, so I make sure the bucket does come up with clean water or water.
It comes up with water. Yeah.
You said there's blood in
You
there?
start trying to
Just-
clean off it as
Yeah,
what you
in
can.
the-
I mean, it's stained and ruined at this point, but you can at least clean it.
I'm gonna be using it as a burial shroud
No
anyway.
bodies.
So
Okay.
Is the temple still qualified as holy?
Yeah.
So it wasn't that desecrated.
That's
I'm
pretty
gonna
bad.
take a minute to do an examination of the body to figure out what killed him.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, when you're
The
flayed
flame.
open,
Yeah.
but was he stabbed first? It was poisoned. Was fucking throat slit? That kind of thing.
I'll have to bury him, dude.
It looks like he was
You put the silver on there.
flayed with some sort of sharp whip,
It's traditional silver.
like a barbed whip or something like that.
Okay.
I'm sure they have one of those.
sliced with sharp implements
Mm-hmm.
in order to not only bleed him, but also weaken like his shoulders and legs and so forth. The quick interpretation you have, it looks like whoever did it, or whatever did it, was skillful enough that he was probably alive for most, if not all of it.
And T-bone one.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to him. If you know any prayers to do to this guy, I would do them. He went out in a bad way.
Nope. I have Lord Ulrich. I mean, I could be like, burn him, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. My kind, we usually just leave them to get eaten by the animals, because you die out in the woods.
I'll pray for him.
There you go.
Okay. Please.
Yep.
I don't know why the thief needs to pray for him, but that's fine. The acquisition specialist, excuse me.
Charlotte.
I'm not a thief.
You're an acquisition specialist. It's fine.
This is gross.
Person-
I don't want to be a part of this.
Person of acquiring stuff
I'm
that is not
revolutionary.
So whoever did this had a lot of skill. So
Do I see any
You-
cattle out in the enclosure?
Wasn't you?
Yes,
There is.
Where were you that whole week we were in town?
there are several. There's maybe a half dozen cattle out in the pen, wandering around. They're looking at you.
He knows
A
exactly
couple
how
of
to
them
die.
have come over by the fence. Towards you. They look like, a couple of them look like
freshly clean.
steers for eating.
how about the kill?
Several of them appear to be milk cows.
freshly earned.
But recognizable as cows, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely, it's cows.
You're not gonna wear that in
Okay.
combat, are you?
I
It
think
looks too pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'll go to the other.
I'd be worried it
farm
gets
across
destroyed.
Across
Okay.
the street from that one.
It's
Okay.
a
See if it's a similar situation in that one.
Similar,
Yeah,
there's,
very nice
there's no
work.
rat toy or anything
Oh,
like
He's
that.
bought it for me.
You open it
Yeah.
up.
You got
As you
purpose.
do, there you see in the far corner of
That's
the
his
room
fault. Not mine.
some sort of humanoid shape in the shadows. At first you think it's just another dead body, and then it seems to slightly twitch. You're a fair distance from the group at this point.
Yeah.
If you
I
wish
was
to
like,
call out
where the
loudly.
hell is he?
Yeah, he was scouting up and stuff like that while taking a body.
For safety's sake, I'm gonna take out my shield and my.
Are these your people? Who are all these people out here?
That's I was over with Matt.
And,
we moved up,
small
we moved up
I
the
understand
wagon
that.
to
It's-
outside
the map
church.
is sort of arbitrary at this
The
point.
church.
so-
in the doorway.
So
If you guys need my help,
Ah,
I'm there.
do you need assistance?
And possibly my
Maybe-
guys.
Maybe a nice cat pie.
It twitches again, and then you see something small and dark jump out, scurry across the room at high speed, and then disappear into a hole in one of the walls.
Away from the
Thing?
figure.
Yes.
I'm gonna call out, guys.
Wait, was it like big?
It's something weird.
Yeah.
You got it.
Was it like big, like bigger than a regular rat?
Are you over here with me?
Well,
No.
no, like for
Ah.
him.
No,
That's
don't ask
so it
questions,
went-
man.
Yeah. You
Well,
wait.
you're not there. You can't ask.
Yes, but
You can't ask. You're not there.
Yeah.
Just forget that you're even. You can ask him. Yell out to him. Bigger than a bread box.
I could see the hole that it went into. Like
It went into one of the corners. You think there's a hole there, and it disappears.
I don't have a light source on me.
I'll set the perimeter up with my road ones, and I'll just go ahead and ride over to him,
Hey.
see what's going on.
Do you
I have a
think-
storm lantern.
Do you think
Okay,
they
have you
want his
called
body
for
back to the
assistance?
city?
I
Okay.
called out. I
Okay.
called out. Guys, there's
Okay.
something weird
I go
over
ahead
here.
and just I go
Road
ahead
Warden comes riding over.
Oh, good.
I try.
Okay, Wizard joins them.
Yeah, you wanna?
Yeah, I have a storm lantern.
Okay, you wanna hold that light up for me? And
Okay, you hold up the lantern, look into the room with light and everything. The far edge of the room, there appears to be a
Not these.
pile of blankets
I
with
don't believe the same
a
way these guys.
like a farmer's hat on top. The hat's sort of knocked over at this point.
Okay, I'm going to
Just a rat
I'm
jumping
gonna
out.
go over and use my hand weapon to
What?
try to move the blanket.
What's
Move it around?
Yeah,
Okay.
see if there's anything else in there.
Doesn't appear to be anything in there, but in falling out of the thing, you find a folded up note. Just in one of the pockets
Okay.
that peeks out. Can you read?
No.
Okay,
I'm
but
going
you
to-
can't read it.
Right.
But
Can you read it, William?
It was me.
Give it down.
signed confession labeled Tallman.
Found a napkin. Oh.
Yeah, he can read. I can't.
Where exactly were you over the last week
Wow.
with that wagon?
I'm telling you.
Motherfucker made the same joke.
So while I
Everybody trying to accuse me of being a master.
You know exactly how he does.
Yeah, you know exactly why we are doing it.
while he's reading
We
that,
talked about doing this to people.
I'm gonna move over
Yeah,
to where
yeah, with
like,
Yell, you
whatever
don't
that
know
was
this.
with,
Frankly,
Okay.
and see if I can find a hole or
Yeah, there's a crack in one of the floorboards.
Find that later.
Maybe 3 or 4 inches.
in downward.
Yeah.
That's a side quest.
What did you say?
Tap it. Does it sound hollow underneath, or does it sound like?
It doesn't sound unusual.
Okay.
No.
All right.
What did you say jumped out of him?
I didn't say anything. Jumped out when I said this out, but something went over this way.
What did it look like?
And then
With
disappeared.
Matt,
Uh-huh.
but the main,
Tiny-
main thing,
I don't say
He's currently
tiny.
cleaning a blanket.
About the size of a
Yeah,
groundhog.
Tapestry.
yeah, we're taking care of the body.
just
ran off in the
What's
dark.
his status
Could be.
level?
Be a big
Like,
for
I
a
guess
rat.
on the
This is
No,
extreme
in our
level.
experience of
Oh,
like
what
we're trying
level?
to we're trying to figure out if it would be
This is a
customary to
portion
take
of
him
a
back
pole.
to town if
Of a
it's that
pole?
high range.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Oh,
He would be like a second level priest.
Okay.
Not when we're
I mean,
looking for
it would be
gold.
customary
We were
to
looking for a boat.
dispose or bury him here.
The wheel, the cheese.
Plan on wrapping them.
I don't disagree with the concept of by Ulrich you would just leave him for the wolves.
Right.
Okay, what's it say?
But I mean, generally you would at least do some basic tending to him rather than leaving him in the state he was.
I would assume we'd build a pyre and burn him.
Okay.
But
Well, that'll take quite a while.
we can do that when we come back. I've
Okay.
done investigate. But I'm wrapping him like the whole corded wrap in the tapestry.
Okay.
As well. You guys are still investigating the rest of the village. You'll tell us about all the dead bodies, then we'll go up to the cave.
Was anything missing?
From what?
We'll roll over.
The guy,
Sheriff Cool
the
text.
dead, the priest.
I actually don't feel
The
I
dead
should read
priest.
this.
What do you mean missing?
Out
Like
loud?
body parts?
Yeah.
Like, was his heart missing
Yeah.
or his
I
lungs
don't
or
feel
anything
this
like
is
that?
something to read out
Okay.
loud. Is there any magic on this note?
None that you can detect?
Then I'm gonna use detect.
Read it out loud.
Seems safe.
What a
Take as he found him home.
You know how many hours of my life have been wasted because you make comments like that?
Fine.
I'm very
I'm
good
gonna
about
go to
that.
my grave going, I spent 385 hours in my life
Trying to figure out.
worrying about shit that didn't exist because Sean nebulously said something.
I'll read it.
God's gonna read this tally off
in
at
the
the end.
presence of
That
everyone,
is my job.
or just him?
I'll read it.
Explain what you did with your life with this amount of time.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Where's
before
those
you
6
do
months
that,
of wasted effort?
all right, so everybody's spreading out to check the rest of the village and get whatever information we're going to get. I think we've already gleaned what we're going to get.
I'm not spreading out. I'm
Okay.
staying near the wagon.
You have your guards at the wagon right now. Okay, you're over with Andy and the wizard
Yes.
at one of the houses, so they've spread out somewhat. You're down by the boarding house and the well.
Mhm.
I've seen
The
enough.
halfling is
Now that they pulled the wagon and the horses up, I'm gonna stay with
you're
the
staying
wagon.
with the wagon and the 3 guards.
I am scared.
Okay. So yeah, right now you're spread it out in 2 different
My
areas.
guards are on alert, so they're keeping an eye out.
So and you said you're going to read that out to them.
Once everybody's got the group, once the group's back together.
Okay, so you're going to curse everybody at the same time.
Yes.
Okay.
I was just trying to establish that.
As long as we understand the rules here. Okay.
Okay, well, assuming there's nothing else of note in this house that he's in, I'm gonna go ahead and head back over to the wagon.
Did you say? I don't know if I should read this out loud.
Yeah,
in
did you
our
say that?
presence?
Said
Yeah.
it in my presence.
Okay.
Okay.
Then don't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let those of us that can read it first.
Yeah.
Or,
Yes.
Then they curse themselves.
or the cliff notes.
That's fine. What are the cliff notes? Yeah, or that.
I'm not gonna look at that because I can't read.
It's a poem
He
about.
says it's cheese.
It's a poem about a man who
What
offered
the
to
hell?
rid a town of their rat problem for a single gold crown.
How generous.
I'm gonna go down and go into the tavern.
Read it.
No one's gone in
Okay.
there, right? So
No, the Wolfkin didn't want to go in there.
yeah.
So you go into the boarding house, pick and shovel.
Yep.
It's a fairly basic boarding house. No frills, etc. Looks like it would normally house 24 people or so. The tables and chairs have been stacked up around one of the back corners of the room. Okay. Almost not stacked up in an orderly fashion, stacked up more as a barricade.
I feel like there
The
should be
doors themselves
There
have
should
other furniture that had been broken and pushed out of the way. And it looks like at least some of the locals maybe made a last stand here. There is blood everywhere, but there is no sign of any bodies. Okay.
I hate
Over in the bar area, you find a couple of bodies. At least you find blood and everything, almost like more so than would have been from a single person. You don't find any bodies, but you find signs of like maybe bodies were piled there, or the wounded were left there, whatever. More signs of blood and so forth.
Is there any alcohol behind the bar?
Yeah,
I want to try it.
it's all bad. It's all spoiled.
These miners drink anything.
Yeah, it's like rank. Like give me a fortitude or endurance roll.
Good thing you don't know what happened.
It's a good thing I know out of game what happened.
Yeah, none of us know what that happened.
Yeah.
There's no effect to us.
I'm just glad I didn't move the wagon up before.
Garbage
I'm gonna
tasting.
assume this is the full note.
I targeted a horse
Okay.
Because I mean, shit.
Yeah.
with my.
Take back.
And-
horse.
Okay, you target the horse
Yeah.
and hit him with your endurance.
Yep, I throw him at him. Oh,
You spit it out before you can drink
Yeah.
too much, but it's gone like totally into vinegar with a weird ashy taste.
Well, that's pointless and sad. So there's signs of struggle, big old body, blood patches. I don't know. This alcohol is getting to me. Well, it looks like they tried to barricade themselves in here, but there's again no bodies, just blood.
Is there any sign of blood outside of the building, or are they all concentrated in buildings? Like
Here and there, near some of the buildings, you find some blood trails or some blood. Not a huge amount.
Yeah.
Most of the struggles seem to be inside some of the locations.
So what about burdened footprints? Like there's footprints everywhere. Does it look like there's, especially here where there's a lot more blood, does it look like things walked away from this burden, like they were carrying bodies?
Give me a
I have
tracking
track.
roll.
All right. I'm not good at it.
Okay. I'll give me a blind tracking roll.
I'm doing it average. Is that okay?
Sure.
Doesn't really matter, I guess. But it's a private blind jam. There we go. If only I had a better than average intelligence, I'd be okay.
There's definitely a lot of foot traffic. Given the packed dirt of the roads and everything, it's hard to track anything. But most of the traffic, most of the tracks seem to be heading north. Okay, and you get some indication from bits of trails of blood like he spotted. It seems to indicate north rather than east and west. There's virtually no tracks going either way.
They're all heading up to the mine. How many people were in this village? Anybody know? Where would
Can I use my evaluate
One.
skill to determine
The
how many people would be?
priest.
No, but you'd estimate the village probably had 50 or 60 people.
I was going to say that I would assume the church would have kept some sort of record, even this
Not
ancient.
that you've seen. I mean, they probably did, but
torched it.
So
for the
it's,
record, so nobody knows how many people.
I'm guessing it's about 11 at this point with us spreading out,
Sure.
searching.
Spencer, leave
So
this ship
I'd
first.
say
It's gone.
by the time we get up to the place, it's going to be near midnight. Should we maybe
It's only 20 minutes up the road. Let's go.
not like get there, but like search figure out what happened and everything. I'd say we just wait until tomorrow.
I would prefer not to be anywhere near this place and try to sleep.
Have we
Get
found any of the villagers
Yeah. What?
Yeah, bodies.
Yeah, one.
outside of the priest?
Oh, no. Well, actually, you saying one?
No, I meant the
Just
priest.
the priest.
Oh, yeah. Priest.
Only body
So-
you found
Yeah,
is the
I
priest.
prefer not to go to sleep anywhere near this area.
We need to keep looking for the villagers because there's very clearly children that have been, what I'm thinking, are abducted by whatever attacked this village.
Okay.
And
Did you look in the cupboard stuff, make sure they weren't hiding?
no, I'm not stepping foot in that place without somebody much bigger than me. So,
Like anybody.
I'll head that way, but we need to head north.
I should be able to private message you a talent.
Okay.
I hope. If
Okay.
not, the whole group will know I have this talent, so it'll be what it is.
Just whisper what it is.
Well, I was going to give you like the mechanics in there, and I want your interpretation.
Oh, just tell me and I'll look it up if necessary.
You want to get back on your horse? You want on your horse now?
Not at this point.
Or try whispering me a talent that no, you don't care. See if that works.
If we're going to,
I don't know whether it'll work or not.
I mean, group knows I have this.
I mean,
Okay.
leaving the horse.
Oh, it did work.
seems like a mistake.
Well, it looks like
I
there's
got
a-
it.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody else got it.
I did
No.
not.
Okay.
Let me try this.
This might be
real quick.
something
I agree.
up there.
Okay,
also.
yeah, it does send it to you if you do like the private
Yeah.
chat roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
It limits the chat.
So
That's what I always run into when I'm trying to do things. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Give me a intuition roll.
Pure soul.
I'm mainly talking about it.
Your
You know,
soul.
I'm not doing that
Yeah.
right now. What's
Your
your
soul is
interpretation
Takes one
of
corruption
like
from any corruption effect.
because I'm
Except
not a
for
cult
was
all
weird.
work.
no,
Doesn't matter.
it takes one out
Okay.
down to a minimum.
It's irrelevant of what the holy ground is.
Okay.
No.
Sure.
Because he was having you guys having taken 0 whenever I was taking
Intuition.
when we were hit with 1. However,
I'll
that's
take
not
the
what pure
effects.
soul says.
It just says you
You
don't
can
take it
gain
first.
1 more. All it does is add 1 more to your total before you have to make a roll. That's
that
what
what it
pure
was?
soul. Yep, that's what pure soul
It
says.
never came up when I had it.
Yeah, me neither.
It's because the way he did it in the other version was he literally lowered the amount of corruption you took from an effect by 1.
Yeah, that's why my soldier had 0 corruption for the entire time I had him.
Well, the problem was is like, Friedrich had ramped up high level right in the beginning, and then I never took a dark deal after that because I tried to minimize it as much as I could over time.
Especially since you're a human, you get physical mutations.
Mm-hmm.
For the record, humans have rolled something like 10 mutations and only gotten 1 physical.
And no sons
Still possible.
of like where?
Higher than elf.
No.
We are
Okay.
far above the average. Just what I'm trying to say.
Do we have any stuff to protect us from fire?
Water?
I have fire resistant
Here.
potions.
No.
No, not anymore. Vinegar.
He said he has fire resistant potions.
1.
Oh.
Share it.
Yep, we're all being a little bit. We'll be on spark
I could
resistance.
have bought more of those if I knew they
No,
existed.
I
Remember the
specifically.
bushes? The
Yeah,
berries?
the fire berries in the
Oh,
swamp.
yeah.
Special thing.
That's how I got that.
Ooh,
You can't really buy them.
that's cool.
He probably could. Since
Yeah.
the bushes exist.
But they're very rare, I'd say.
Just gotta go back to Larry.
Yeah.
Larry gives
all his
potions.
troll friends. All of his troll friends.
Make sure you have the fire potion. I think.
Why?
Oh, but there's an air of char.
Where?
So are we leaving the horses
Around
and
here.
stuff here when we go then?
Stay.
Yep. He's got guards, right?
Yes, but if they don't participate, they don't get any XP.
Well, they may participate if they're protecting horses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Leave 2 of them at least here.
The point of participation is if they are at potential risk, they're participating.
Okay.
You don't
that-
have to send them frontline fighters into whatever threat it is. But if you say, okay, these guys are going to stay in Middenheim while we travel the lands, then they're not participating.
Okay,
should-
that's more detailed than
We
what
should
you
get a lot of light.
told me previously with the soldiers.
Correct.
Yeah.
NPCs typically are going to be
a
used for
number of
guard
those
duty or
fighters.
so forth. Now that means you guys get attacked in the middle of the night. They're the ones on guard duty. That could easily get them killed. So
they better guard.
Wars are
They
gonna-
better-
right,
Whatever-
that's the point.
whatever
Is
happened
they're
here.
guarding.
Whatever happened here was dark.
But what?
Whatever happened here was in the darkness.
Yeah, it's nighttime.
Yes, I would light up the place, please.
Okay.
Boys, you want your horse over by the other horses?
I'm assuming they're all over in front of the
Okay.
temple at this point.
Is the only enclosed? I mean, obviously the map shows the only enclosure is the cattle
There's
enclosure.
4 storm layers.
I would like to put our horses and stuff in the cattle enclosure, guys. That way, if anything startles them, they're still in the enclosure.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll
Yeah.
put the wagon and everything in there. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to leave 2 lanterns with? Do your guys have lanterns?
All of my guys have storm leech.
Okay.
What's that?
How many cows are there?
There's like a dozen.
Sweet. On our way back.
Cowbacks?
On our way back. Let's just take a couple with us.
Hey,
When we're heading.
why don't we after?
Not back to the city.
As soon as you said cows earlier, I was like, oh, I'm
How-
getting one of those.
How about after we figure out what happened here, we salvage some more supplies?
Yeah, we'll do that. I mean,
If they're all dead, it's not salvaging. It's being resourceful.
Still,
Brave route.
yes, let's salvage.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I have 4 lanterns.
yeah, I'm gonna
I see where there might be
Yeah,
an
there's
issue in the group.
I have 20 flasks.
I avoided Witch Hunter, and he keeps putting coins on eyes, and I'm like,
But
Your road wardens when guarding the wagon should all have their
So you're heading up
there.
there.
yes,
Yeah.
they're all gonna be.
I'm
having
I'm heading all the way up there. Oh my God, guys, let's go.
Agreed.
Okay, so yeah, they'll.
Who's carrying lanterns?
I'm not.
I have a
He's
lantern.
just
but
covering
I'm
light.
I would stop.
If we get into a combat, I'm most likely gonna set it down so I can use my crossbow.
That's fine. So you're carrying a lantern. I'll carry a lantern.
I would like to have the light spell on me if it's still lasting. So you said 96 minutes.
Yeah.
How much more time do you think I have left on this light?
30 minutes.
So yeah, my road warrants will guard the
Okay.
wagon and the horses
"Take a
We said
with the
we said we had
lanterns
3.
out.
6. 4.
I'll take the lantern.
I'll put it. Which
Who
one?
all has one?
I got a shield and a sword." I have.
Same with me.
Nah, yeah.
His guys all have lanterns.
Oh, I have
Yeah.
my quarter staff.
He has a lantern. I have a lantern.
And there's 4 extra beyond that?
No.
Okay.
I pulled for one of the extras.
Actually, I might have a lantern.
Okay. So
person.
Ben,
I do.
On the wagon are
your
4
character
lanterns.
is down
He took
there.
one. I would take
For some reason.
I've got
Okay,
it.
so
I've
let me
got
first.
It's just on my.
Just add another copy of you. Remove you
I'll
from
take
the horse.
Just because, in case we get
You're
separated,
over there with
like
the
a
group.
light source. I don't
Yeah.
have any right now.
I'm putting.
I am going to remove
you
all
buy
these
any
extra
torches?
things off the map
I got one. Would you rather have a torch?
and that horse.
Not just
I have a
one.
lamp.
And then
New trap.
Tolman and Biscuit, I'm assuming you're going with the group?
Yes.
What are these? Storm lanterns?
Yes.
For their knowledge, I am putting Boris in temporary command until I return.
Okay.
I mean, command, guys.
No, not you, Boris. The different Boris.
Are there literally 2 Boris?
Yes, there are.
Boris. There's Boris and Boris.
Yes, I
Oh,
have.
okay.
One of my guys is named Boris.
Huh. The only trappings available right now are weapons. And it's a. Oh, that's why, dumbass.
Yeah, you haven't typed it in.
Okay. It's all
I
okay.
can read.
Hey. I can, really.
Yeah. What the fuck?
No. He heard that
And
reading
you're
right.
still covered in Borgar, by the way.
I know.
Okay. So you guys head up around the side. At the end of the road, to your right is a larger farmhouse. Same thing as before. No notable inhabitants or anything else. No lights or anything along those lines. Off to your left, in the dark, you can see the cavern entrance, the mine entrance. There's some minecart tracks that lead out of the cavern, and a large workshop area where they would service the carts and so forth. There looks to be the central workshop. It has doors on both sides. They're both wide open, and there's a large table in the center that looks like it's piled with something.
I don't want to know.
It's
It's heads.
It's just broken.
I have my heavy crossbow loaded and my pistol loaded.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use the pistol to effectively alert. Like if we get separated, I'm going to effectively use it to alert people. that I'm in combat.
Okay.
Because it's loud. It's very loud.
He's in combat.
He's in combat with the group. So are you going to like? I guess not.
Do we want to look in the farmhouse first, or do we want to?
Yeah.
Oil is not on the trappings list.
Yeah, it isn't.
Yeah,
For some reason.
we'll go over and look at the workshop.
I have it on my characters.
Yeah.
So it's got to be in there.
It's disposable lanterns.
That's because it's in miscellaneous.
Once they're used, they're
I'm gonna
used.
walk over to the workshop.
Yeah, I would be too. Maybe this is the rest of the bodies.
Oil's there now.
I hope not.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Who's going over to the workshop? Who's heading to the farm?
Go
Okay,
ahead,
anybody?
workshop.
Workshop, yeah. I don't think we're
Workshop.
going to the farm at all.
Workshop.
Okay, everybody's heading over to the workshop. Okay.
You're good.
Okay. At the workshop, more gruesomeness in the place. Okay. There is. Okay. There's mining equipment and so forth stacked and put away all around the place. Several of them have signs of blood, and quite a few of the tools are laying scattered around on the ground. Okay. In the center of the workshop is an old hay cart that normally wouldn't be there.
Hey.
It is stained with blood, urine, and excrement, and the whole workshop, even at a distance, smells of death. Underneath the cart is a bloody gelatinous mass of something. Okay. The trail of footprints, or the trail leads to the workshop. As you guys went up the road, it became more distinct. Seems like it led to the workshop, through the workshop, and out the back.
So, I think this is at the point where this is out of our capabilities and jurisdiction, and we continue on the road.
Honestly, that's completely fair.
No, it's not.
Are you people
Do we
cowards?
Do we have any evidence that the Skaven are here?
This is dark forces at work. It doesn't have to be the rats.
We get close enough to the workshop to see if I can identify the mass, if it's a mass of bodies or if it's just you said gelatinous, or it's just
It's
digested.
a pile of something bloody. You look closer, and with a bit of horror, it looks to be dozens of eyeballs. They look like they've been carved or dug out with bits of sinew and blood vessels and everything still attached. From the smell and the look, it happened within the last few hours.
Yeah, the villagers are dead.
So
no, that wouldn't necessarily kill somebody.
they wouldn't necessarily kill him.
No.
We haven't
It
found the
wouldn't
bodies.
necessarily keep them alive either.
Oh yeah, I mean it's
You can
just
lose an eye,
eyeballs.
so you can eye come out just dangling
Yeah.
on your head.
Is there a trail of blood or viscera that we could follow?
Yeah, like I said, the trail leads to the workshop, through the workshop, and out the back.
Okay. I
And
misunderstood.
from there, it looks like it very clearly heads into the mine.
So it looks like the tools of what scattered around are what were used to pull these out.
A large number of them, yeah.
Yeah.
You enjoying being out of the politics section yet?
Out of the what?
The politics section yet?
The Oswald.
Yeah. Actually.
Yeah, I see this. I see how this could be a problem.
Let's go.
Ha ha ha.
Into the mine.
Yep. I stride forward, following the tracks wherever that goes.
Okay. The tracks lead directly into the mine.
Is that the thing I'm standing in front of right
Yep.
now?
Yep.
Okay.
The tracks. Well, the footprint tracks lead into the mine, as do the railroad tracks lead into the mine.
Is there
So
a
both sets of
I
tracks.
take Biscuit over to the trail,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, he's alerted. He says he's quite concerned about heading into the mine.
Okay, well, I give him the command to track,
Okay.
And like I said, I point at the blood
Hmm?
and tell him to track and let's go.
Okay. Now, when you do that, he's naturally going to run off at good speed to track whatever it is.
Never mind.
You have a leash.
Okay.
I do have a leash. Yeah,
And you can hold him back absolutely with that.
yeah, I'll do
Okay.
that.
He's also
If he
generally.
decides he's gone, I'm gone with him.
Probably.
My guy weighs 35 pounds.
I'll grab it with
But I mean, assuming you have the basic commands of stay and so forth, you can control
Yeah.
him. He'll listen to that automatically.
Okay.
Okay.
Stay.
The difference is, again, from an animal standpoint, you tell him track. He thinks it's a big game. He's going to start barking, making a lot of noise, etc., and run off to track whatever it is. That's what bloodhounds do.
Well, he's
I know he's not a bloodhound, but
He's a pointer.
but he's a tracker.
he's a tracker and attack dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he was raised to attack
Rats.
animals. Yeah, rats.
Would it
So-
be best to just seal this place up, bring it down?
Nope.
No, because
One's
what if they're
magic.
still alive in there?
What?
Magic.
you know any
no
mistake
sense
of-
of magic at this point.
Do you know anybody that has?
Digging too far.
Is
No.
no,
I do have some questions about.
Let's try
Before
not
you
to
go too
be
far.
oh, wrong.
I know
Yeah.
you're eager to get in there and kill something.
So I
Well,
mean,
I
as
heard him
for
say
thinking
just
of
flat out
making
saying,
asking, are there like torches on the sides of the walls and stuff like that?
There are sconces where lanterns would normally be hung, but there are no lanterns currently.
Darn.
There's no Darvish lanterns anywhere.
dwarven, not dark.
No, Darvish.
It's Darvish. Seriously?
Yes.
Is there a cart?
I
on the
don't think
tracks
it's
at all?
Darvish. I think it's Davric lamps. They're small lamps that have like
Either
a
way.
reflector intended to work in mines without draining all the oxygen.
Or risking too big of an
Explosions.
explosions.
Yeah,
Like
they'll
that.
start sparking before it
But
explodes.
you,
so
you
you
said
put it
you
out
said
real
this
quick.
town was-
That's pretty advanced for this village. They'd be more of the canary level.
you,
Yeah.
You
Well,
said
they had both.
I understand,
Canaries
but
were
yeah,
for
canaries are
non-flammable
cheap.
gases.
you said
Okay.
this mine was an iron mine.
Iron mine, yes.
Yeah, that'd be a big risk. All right. Either way,
Is there a cart on the tracks at all?
There is no cart available on the thing. Looks like they're gone.
I'm gonna have a lantern lit.
Okay, gonna light up a lantern.
I
Okay, let
already
me find your
found
character and add a lantern.
Yours is lit.
Maestro.
a light spell from
Yours
You got a light spell from him. You don't have a lantern.
Alan,
I have my
there you go. Okay,
I have
before
seen
We have
light-
3 lanterns and a magical light source. Okay.
lantern.
Sheesh.
I have my storm lantern.
Yeah, I'll.
You gonna light it?
What kind of lantern do you?
We have 3 lights as it is. You don't need
Yeah,
it.
We have a glowing shield. We
Yes.
have a lantern. Who had the third one?
Is
I
it
have
just a
one.
You're
is
gonna
it,
light one.
I've
is it
had
just
one
a regular
yeah,
lantern torch?
since,
Storm.
Storm. Okay, yeah. Then I'm not
Okay,
gonna light
so
one.
let me
since
look
we
at
left
it.
the wagon behind, I've had a lantern.
Okay, you have a lantern going now too.
I do not have one.
Great. The 2 cowards, they're going to run away against your light source.
right. That's
I've
it.
yet to run away.
You got 20 minutes of your shield
That
glowing.
anyone knows.
You're right.
I have never.
I've never seen you do it.
I have never ran away from a fight in this.
You
room.
talked about leaving.
As a group, yeah.
Oh, that's a group.
Yes.
Why is every one of your characters insults me? Every time.
Okay, line yourself up in the cavern
Worship
behind
them.
Jarmond, who I believe is taking the lead.
Is it wide enough for 2 of us wide or?
elf
Most of the
never
most of the tunnel, yes.
All right. So we'll
Ever.
I just need a general
True action he did.
positioning.
gotcha.
Did I?
You cursed me.
No.
I don't know. I still think it's a gift.
I
Don't
gave
let
him a
that-
powerful
don't let
relic.
that- Don't let-
Or artifact, sorry.
Want to be
artifact.
behind
Any
me
magical
and
item is
George,
good. Just
or
yeah,
do you
just-
want
I
to
think
be
it's still
next
good.
to
He wants us to line up.
I'm
you
gonna
stand
stand
next
next
to
to him.
Okay,
Yeah.
then.
Well,
Be behind
Position
us.
position
Right
yourself
behind
relative to
me,
Jarmond, who's taking the
I
lead.
said I would.
Oh, near Jarman. Okay. You're going to be
Heals
near the
you
front.
when you hit with it. Yeah.
Counts.
Just run back to us at something time. I guess. Hey, we found biscuit.
Halfling takes the lead.
No, but
You guys, I didn't realize we were allowed to move again.
I'm having them arrange themselves versus you. So the dog takes the lead, growling and barking in the tunnel, obviously agitated about something.
The funny thing is, we have enough
Okay.
people.
As you guys enter the tunnel, the outside noises, of which there really wasn't much other than a stray animal in the town. I mean, there wasn't any other nature sounds or whatever, but the sounds of those animals fade away, muffled by the thing. Instead, it's replaced in the distance by a faint crackling sound somewhere in the tunnels.
Time to light her mine on fire.
It's just my knees, guys.
His armor's heavy.
Okay.
Didn't he mention thunder?
Hey man, almost time to light another mine on fire.
Dude, yeah.
He's outside.
Who?
Thunder.
I know. I was gonna make the joke too.
I move forward.
With
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and take a move.
I'll move with you.
No, okay, we're actually moving with miniatures.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, we're using the
So I have to measure it, and then
Approximate.
spacebar?
We got 5 or 6 spaces.
Okay, so 6 spaces is 12 yards.
Yeah,
right?
that's fine.
And it's spacebar.
I think so.
I can't walk that fast.
Okay. So the dark and gloomy tunnel stretches out in front of you. Shadows moving about the sides as you try to peer into the darkness. Very vaguely, like I said, the sound of crackling gets a little bit louder. Everybody give me a blind perception roll.
Hearing based.
Yes.
Okay.
Average sounding.
God, my perception's horrible.
What's blind? I'll adjust it.
I don't want to hear it.
Average.
That's fine.
Both me and him have the second or sixth sense talent.
Okay. Both of you are alerting. There's something dangerous in here.
Am I seeing it?
Has
Blind.
one leg.
So that one doesn't count.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
All that miscellaneous injuries I've cleared.
Am I seeing any movement similar to the creature that I saw inside the house?
No.
Okay.
You're currently not seeing any movement whatsoever.
Oh, good.
The blood trail
hate that.
certainly seems to lead in here without much difficulty.
What's it smell like in here?
Some smells of iron. The overriding smell.
Like blood iron or
No, like raw earth
Okay.
and that sort of thing. That's going to override pretty much everything.
Honestly, if I was
Okay.
a Skaven, I would definitely take an iron
I'm not even saying what not work because they have to always be looking out for.
Okay.
mine.
So you guys continue down the tunnel. Go ahead and take another move.
Is there? So is it pitch black
Yes.
down the tunnel?
Other than what light you have.
Staying behind you.
Okay. As you guys head down a little bit further, the mine tracks continue. A couple of side tunnels, just barely big enough for one of you, head off to either direction.
Does the dog seem to be pulling in a certain direction?
Straight down the tunnel at this point, but
We're not
Can we move again?
yet.
sure.
Just moving up to the crossroad.
Yeah, I'm just moving here. Whoops, I didn't.
Be precise.
I do feel like this is that same mine all over again.
Yeah.
Do I see anything in the little offshoot here?
Not initially, but there's lots of shadows and everything. You don't see anything immediately with your respective perception, but that doesn't necessarily mean there isn't anything there because you don't have clear view of it.
When I get to there, I stop
Okay.
and take a listening halt down this. Actually, I'll take a few steps in. Oops. And then listen. Hold on.
Okay.
About here. Whoa, how'd I move into a wall?
I'm not sure.
There we go.
Well,
Eesh. And now I'll listen.
Find
okay.
a hidden wall.
Okay. In the distance, somewhere, you hear movement, like something or some things moving around. You still hear the occasional crackling sound. It's intermixed with loud thumps of possibly wood or something like that being moved. And occasionally something like falling rubble.
Which way is this?
It's hard to say. Doesn't seem to be coming from either of these side tunnels.
Ooh, keep going straight.
Does the falling rubble sound?
I'm not leaving anything unturned behind
Sound
us.
like digging?
Yes, please don't.
Okay, so you're gonna go into the room entirely?
Yep.
Okay.
Rolling down.
I'll go ahead and wait for them to come back out.
What's all that debris?
Rubble and so forth from the mining operation. Okay.
Nothing else in there. Oh,
Okay. So you're there. Everybody's sort of spread out. When Oswald, you see something moving in the dark to the west, moving out of the tunnel with great speed.
Okay.
It screeches a bit, and then sort of half crouched, half standing, sort of like lunges towards you with something sharp in its hands. Okay. There's quite a bit of movement behind it as other things follow it out of the tunnel.
Does it look like it's looking at me? Does that make sense? Okay. I will assume the defensive stance, raise my shield, and
Along the
Ready
top,
myself.
you should have a combat tracker. On your character, you can click on it, and it should roll your initiative.
I can only see my character, so
That works too. I wasn't sure exactly what you would see, but
I only see my portrait.
once everybody's initiative is rolled, then I will roll everything else.
Jesus. I went from being the fastest in the group to the slowest.
Second slowest.
Everybody have that? Okay.
What do you add to your initiative rolls?
Just your initiative characteristic.
Yes,
that's
initiative characteristic.
I'm so fast.
Oh, that's a lot of.
I went from a 70 something,
Oh!
70 something initiative or stat to a
What a
20
bit
something.
scary.
I think.
I've never been more scared of green light.
Okay.
I might have a 30.
Close that.
Yeah, I'm faster than you.
I have a 32.
You see that too, right?
I see a light.
Oswald, what would you like to do?
Raise my shield.
You hear the scrambling of multiple feet coming from those back tunnels.
Incoming. Brace myself.
Okay.
Shield up. That good stuff. Yeah.
Reminds me of the sewers again.
Sorry, Alan, what were you going to do? Around you.
Move down the tunnel.
Okay.
Preferably, I don't know how far I can move.
Well, what's your move?
Movement 4. Movement 4.
Then you can move 8 yards. Or twice if you want to do nothing else.
Yeah. I'd like to get behind.
Oswald.
Game spots.
You're right.
I would like to get behind him diving into that room.
Okay.
Game spots again.
Better.
Oh man.
Heinrich. Sorry,
Not Heinrich.
I messed up. Now Heinrich.
Now Heinrich? Okay. I'm going to. So I'm mousing over the token. Is that what I see? The image at the top right of the one that I see. Okay. Just want to be sure. So I am going to level my crossbow at it and fire.
Okay.
This is my first shot with my heavy crossbow.
Okay. Now it's in darkness for you.
I have night vision.
It's in darkness for you. Because from your piece, it's in blackness.
Is that what the darker tan?
Yeah. If I'm selecting you, I can see your vision.
Yeah.
The target is.
Okay, is that in the wait?
It's not adding in anything because it can't detect light.
Why is it the -20 for short?
Because you're in chainmail.
Reduces.
Oh
your
no,
agility.
Short.
that's right. It's the range modifiers are backwards on this thing.
Okay, so I'll change that to plus.
Well, no,
What?
you're at -20 because you're in chainmail, right?
No, chain does not affect.
You shouldn't affect that because you're using ballistic skill, not agility.
Yeah.
You have
No, there's no.
fatigue or anything?
No.
Says you're encumbered.
Yeah, that doesn't affect ballistic skill
Yeah.
stuff.
I don't know why it has the -20.
So I'll just do plus 20. Yep.
Can you not toggle it off?
No, I can't. It's not a toggleable thing.
If it's
Yeah, it
minus
says
20,
range, short range, minus 20 for some reason.
if that's the case, just make it an average roll.
Okay. So darkness. So that's going to be. I forgot my combat thing. Combat paper.
Now it is possible the mods that I've added account for darkness. I don't think so, but
Oh no. We should negotiate.
So
put your robes on.
darkness
If the
is a
signet ring.
so it's a minus 20. So it's going to be just my base skill.
So I am nobility. You will listen.
So
Rat village.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
You shoot him in the body for 7 points of damage.
Okay. Oh.
Well done.
All I can do this round. Got this. Didn't think we'd get any combat.
So I do like how it updates the initiative tracker as you go through each.
Yeah.
That's an option. I
Most stuff
turned on.
doesn't affect me.
I like that also, because you don't necessarily know how many are there or where they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was hoping it was going to do it by line of sight. Like literally, I couldn't see.
That would be nice too.
Yeah, I'd be like, I don't even know what the hell's out there. What the
Yeah,
hell's going on?
I was like, all of a sudden I see this list of unknown creature, and I'm like, oh.
That's a lot of unknown creatures.
Well, but
Well,
you're
you
not
know,
supposed to know that. So
you wouldn't even see the list. You just have yourself until you can even. You wouldn't even see your party members until you can see your party members.
That would be nice.
Because right now, the only people
Biscuit.
I would know
Biscuit. I mean, does the dog know something's up?
Absolutely.
and
He's on the leash. He's growling and barking behind you.
1, 2,
All right. Well, we'll
5, 6.
You gonna release him and do something?
no, I'll have him just go to the
Oh,
other
okay.
side.
Just go to that side. Okay.
Yeah, and just act like he's on the end of my leash.
That's fine. Okay, Tolman, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna pop my head around the corner to see what the hell's going on. And I see Skaven. And I set down the lantern and pull out my sling.
Why did that one move? I don't know.
And I scream. I don't have battle time. Can I just scream in panic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna scream in
the
panic.
elf did it all the time.
Yeah.
I just want him and him. Well, you're standing there.
I'm already
but
looking. Yeah, I'm setting.
I'm screaming.
German.
This
You hear halfling screams.
This
Coming
is so
from the
weird
hallway.
going last.
I'm not last. Oh, you're not last.
Well, if you think about it, you're first too.
So are all of these
This
weirdly in
sucks.
sword, like
This is gonna
sharp
fucking die.
melee weapons?
Playing.
Okay.
I believe
So if there are
I'm-
any ranged ones, let me know.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I'll let you know.
I'll
They have
pray
ranged
for it.
weapons.
He is super weak.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
He's barely stronger.
So how do I set waypoints? Oh well, I get to there.
Kill
Okay.
3 Skaven and we'll ask him to try.
at range.
I don't like the idea of the dog being in front of me. My intention was to try to set a waypoint, keep moving, but
That's fine.
Go past the dog.
Yeah.
Trust me, you can take the front. I'm not gonna let the dog die.
well, I'm more worried about
Supposedly you
something
can control click to set a waypoint,
else. Okay.
but I can never get it to work properly.
I remember doing that a long time ago.
I wanted to stay where the dog went, but I can't do that. So I moved there, but my intention is to continue following him.
Into the other room?
Yes, but I can't
You
really.
didn't have enough movement for that?
I'd been overlapping this piece of rock right here. Here's where I would have ended up,
Okay.
and but I don't want to be in there while there's other non-combatants out here.
Okay.
I think
Or
that's
is-
what I was trying to do.
I shall pray.
Pray! What are you praying for?
I'm playing for protection.
You're praying for high speed run?
If we
No,
survive this,
I shall
I'd say we should
pray, targeting the halfling for now, and then maybe another people. No, bless
Okay.
us not heard.
That's right.
We're too far in the mountain.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
No cell service. I'm gonna miss.
Start. You just your static.
Since I don't know what the plan is, I'll move back over here.
You went after me or by choice or?
After I don't have the initiative.
Oh, shit.
That's right. I'm 1 point faster than you.
You have 33.
Whatever my roll was, I would.
Oh, I meant your actual stat.
Oh, I don't fucking know what my stat is.
It's just weird. I mean, the elf had like a 73 stat.
He was both those characters were fucking broken.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand. I had the same amount of experience.
Elves start with a huge bonus to all stats.
He had 4,000 more experience. Than
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like.
No, he's talking about.
Pretty sure
I
most
mean,
of the elf
the dwarves
skills are 40.
I optimized what dwarves are really good at,
Oh, fair
and I had special
elves
armor.
are-
So
Yeah, I mean,
The
I
least
spread my points all over
Bonus
the
is a
place.
plus 3.
Yeah, he
Yes.
had over double your
No,
experience.
it's
No, I didn't.
their least bonus is the same as a human.
Okay.
That's their lowest. But they have a 30 or 40 on multiple.
I'm pretty sure it's a 40.
You hear some chittering sounds in some sort of strange language coming from that tunnel.
Okay.
I don't think anybody speaks their language.
No, but I wish it did.
Bretonian?
I've never found a way to get languages.
I get it at tier 4.
Ah,
Yeah,
they don't
language
speak
any-
Bretonian.
Which,
Oswald.
given
I speak
campaign
Bretonian,
and
right?
the
Like
character.
Wastelander. I speak a lot of languages.
I speak more.
I speak one.
Well, I speak languages.
I step to here,
Okay, charge him.
and well, charging takes my lowers my defense, right?
Oh.
No, okay, then yeah, I'll charge him, and then just clicking on him targets him.
Mhm.
Alrighty, and I will hit him with my new fancy weapon.
Oswald shows up the Wolfkin and charged into combat.
If you press,
And charging, I give a
if you click the check mark for charging, it will add the bonuses in there. Just after your attack, get rid of the advantage because it automatically calculates the advantage bonus for charging also.
gotcha.
But with the charging, you still get the extra thing.
Oh,
You're still getting
no.
plus 20.
Not a great roll.
Okay, I'll
Okay, he
Still
attempts
one.
to parry, but you slash him terribly across the leg.
Ooh, critical.
And then I just
Um,
click critical or no?
Doesn't matter. He's dead.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Forward, fools!
Yeah, you step forward and sweep
Forward.
the leg, taking the first one out.
Nice.
Do we get like a motivation bonus since he just slaughtered that first one?
Well, it was already wounded. Had a crossbow bullet.
No, that was the previous one. That one moved back.
I don't know. There's still
Oh, really?
Okay,
Yeah.
Ben, the guy back here, all of you can see it, steps out of the tunnel. He's holding what looks like a pitchfork that is crackling with green electricity.
How do you guys see
Does
so
it
much?
look like the elect?
It has its own light.
I,
Oh,
You can see it too.
Does
Okay.
it
I
look
also have
similar
night vision.
to the
That's what-
electricity that
I'm like,
Dum Dum zapped himself with
Yeah.
when he tried to shoot the
Yeah.
There was no electricity that zapped me.
there
It just fucking exploded.
Yeah.
It does look like that.
Okay.
Alan.
And it appears to be a
I'm gonna
pitchfork.
step-
Yes.
So it's a
It's gonna hit
rifle.
3 of us.
It's a rifle.
It's gonna hit 3 of us.
I got it all, guys. I'll take it. I can take it.
And then
You're a fucking tuning fork.
Oh wait, yeah, 3 of us are in a perfect line right now.
start channeling.
Which one is it?
Okay. What are you going to channel?
This one
channel
back.
bolt.
You don't see him.
I can
Okay.
see him.
Okay,
He said
well,
he's got his
yes,
own light.
back here.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I know who I'm shooting.
I know they're all evil.
You know they're all evil. You're sure.
Well, they come at us and attack us
Okay.
without.
You got 5 success levels. Banked.
Normal
Yeah.
people would say
To
that.
be honest,
Okay.
I did
That
fire
I do.
first.
I mean, at least
No,
I would
that's
say
gonna
like
hurt
readings before
If I
die.
succeed.
I wish I would have taken the feat, the charging feat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talent.
This
Yeah,
one
I
comes
did fire
comes
first.
out. He looks different than the rest, Andy,
Okay.
as he appears out of the shadows. In that he's wearing leather armor.
Oh, he's like more advanced scanner.
And then swings his sword at you.
Direct the dwarf's tip book.
As long as he doesn't have a halberd, we're fine.
He blocked my charge.
Okay. Well, so with armor,
Now I'm
I
pissed.
apologize. I'm gonna Because I was always dodging before, but at plate armor, I'm not dodging anymore.
Preferably, you do not want to dodge because you have such a high negative.
Correct.
You want to parry.
I want to parry with my.
And do you have a shield?
I do.
You usually want to parry with your shield because you're gonna net -10 with the shielded,
Yeah.
but you have the extra armor with the shield. You soak more damage.
So when it says parry, it says find hand weapon and dodge.
If
There
you do
should be a
that and
shield
then
symbol.
There isn't a shield symbol.
like use the sword option
Okay.
and click it, and there should be an option to toggle shielded. In the list, do you have the shield equipped?
It says defensive.
Yeah, there you go.
It's already on there. So we
Yeah,
just
you
roll that.
still click that,
Okay.
assuming it's highlighted.
Yes.
So you beat him by 5 success levels.
Okay.
Nice.
He sucks.
I'm not mounting off nobody. I respect all combatants.
Are
If
we,
I
uh,
drop them into the ground?
Are we stating, like we have in the past, that everybody kind of said regurgitate, and I know what the group knows? Or are we not, and you know...
As far as background and everything, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, unless
So-
there's something side quest or whatever that they don't want to share with people, you otherwise know whatever's there. Okay.
I mean, I was there when he was regurgitating the whole storyline of the background anyways.
Another one comes out. This one's wearing leather. He also has a plate helmet on.
Oh, cool.
Okay. He's not able to fully reach you.
That's a sword as well.
I hate when the players fucking kill my guys with headshots over and over and over. This guy knows how to play help for no reason at all.
They have learned.
You're welcome.
Also have that full armor on the head.
Stab him in the toe.
I am going
Oh my
to.
god, that is funny as shit.
I'm going
The
to.
next rats will have plate on their toes.
I'm going to go here, taking cover against the wall, trying to use that little
Okay.
spike as cover, and reload.
Okay.
The better we do, the better they get upgraded.
See if I can do this in one round.
They learn...
Yeah, they're not stupid.
You can do it.
Well, and they will
I
know
can't do it.
this.
Okay.
Oh,
you,
nice.
you step over and reload your
Oh
crossbow.
wait, oh
No.
That was
not supposed to be a post test.
Oh, you're fine.
Doesn't
Just move
matter.
on.
You're an absolute murderer with this heavy crossbow. We should have got you one of those a long time ago.
Well, if he can reload it, that's all he's got to be.
Yes.
That's the issue.
I need 2 success levels.
He
to
hasn't
get it in
failed
one
yet.
round.
Right.
You haven't failed it yet with the heavy crossbow. When you had a regular crossbow. Yes, I just cursed you.
Okay.
Sorry.
In the back, you see a second one of the creatures with the strange-looking trident.
Never gonna happen again.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shiny boy.
Thank you, Matt.
Which one is it? So it's not this one.
There's
this
this
one I
one
can't
here.
see right here. Okay, I can't see that.
It's one of the rats.
Okay. The first one that got injured,
Yeah.
dives forward to go for Oswald.
Could have made it through there.
What is the bonus for 2-on-1?
I want
2 on 1.
I'll
20, I think.
2 on 1. Now we got shooting.
A single target in a paired melee.
No.
No.
Crowds. It's being outnumbered.
There's nothing on here for
Yeah,
outnumbered.
you don't have
second.
it there. Yeah.
Give me a second.
It's
We referenced the book one.
Oh, we
Yeah.
did. Okay.
it's not on here.
Should be at the very top.
Crowd
Outnumbered
size,
2
that's
1
for
plus 20.
range.
20. Thank you.
So I'm almost positive it was.
Yes, on here it's for range, not melee.
Yeah.
Okay, it hit you by -3.
Sorry.
Okay.
You can.
Do you need it for your round? Because I've already acted this round.
Okay, you easily beat it. Okay. This one moves up
Is
to
he-
attack you as well.
Plus 40.
When he's
What is their skill?
When he's
Let me make
doing,
sure this
when
is
he's making
calculated
those checks,
properly.
he's doing
the-
Third, you said 40?
Yep,
40.
Yeah.
And that's the max it goes.
Is it
The ratio
reducing
only
your
goes down
skill,
3 to 1.
or do you have a 54 skill?
Since it's a shield, it's off.
Okay, that one hit you by 7.
10. Is
How
it 10 or 20?
For a melee, my skill, is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Unless do you guys have
54.
ambidextrous?
Okay.
Do you have ambidextrous? Thing that.
Jesus Christ.
No, I don't.
I wasn't going to be able to get past him no matter what.
Okay, you take 14 points to your left leg. I need a endurance test with a plus 40.
So the 14 points is that? Do I got to figure out the?
It applied it already. It did 4 points to you.
Okay. Then you said endurance test.
Get in there.
Is there an option on your screen to use shield or apply shield effect?
On the.
on the damage there.
It said he had
Yeah.
a toughness bonus of 5 and an armor penetration of 5, or
Yeah,
armor
which
protection of 5.
Should add 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should add 7
Oh.
armor, not 5.
With the shield, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pretty good.
I'm not doing it with a shield, but correctly.
Okay, so I'll add 2 points to you, but
Okay.
that doesn't change the rest.
Yeah,
Still need
Yeah.
the endurance, right?
Still need an endurance
Yeah,
test
that's
with a plus 40.
Oh, plus 40? Sorry.
Yeah, you made it anyway. So it's
Okay.
fine. Okay.
Damn, nice.
Nice.
it's all that. It's all that alcohol.
What's he doing? Knocking him off his
Burning
feet?
out the poison.
That goes a critical.
Works for the dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Weapon.
How did he get through the melee?
He goes past it because it's big enough for the whole group.
So I could charge through all of it? Or did he go through his own friends?
Went through his own friends. It's the waypoint thing. I can't easily position him,
Go around.
but he has the distance, and there's only Andy there in the hallway.
Would he trigger an attack of opportunity then?
There's no attack of opportunity.
There's engage and disengage things, but I mean,
I keep thinking that we were applying because we use whenever I apply the same rules as
Pathfinder and D&D.
Mordheim, because that all combat block you can't go through your allies and all that, they block it because they're moving like you always said, they're having an actual acting.
Yeah, I understand. We've never done that as far as positioning.
I don't think the book also does that either.
Right. However, engage and disengage would be valid because he would have engaged you and then he would disengage you, which would be silly because then he'd just get pummeled.
Right.
So instead, he's just going to attack you.
Okay.
I didn't know with the tunnel and them being rats, they were ignoring that.
Is plus 40 the highest they get for bonus for
Yes.
numbers? Okay.
So they can only slaughter you so far.
So when I move up,
He hit you by 3.
Okay.
he's got full plate.
Okay. He
Did I
beat you by
fail?
5, so does 12 to your head.
So can I re-roll that? Is that still an option?
Yeah. So you right click on the damage. Not on the damage, on the
on your roll.
Okay. And use a fortune point to
Yep.
re-roll.
You realize that would only end up being 1 point of damage to you, right?
Saved 1 point on that.
That's fine.
He has a little less armor than that.
The minimum.
I don't have a closed helm.
Yeah,
I've
you
got
want,
open
you
helm.
want to be open helm for the reception.
The minimum damage can also do with.
Okay, so it did 11 points.
Can't
I'll
be
let you
different.
apply the damage. Well,
Just
let
click
me click it.
Oh, damage
It's
applied
one
1.
anyway.
It only did 1 point anyways to you, so you're fine.
Which I have to take 1 point regardless.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I need another endurance roll.
Cool.
Biscuit.
And you said this is challenging?
Easy endurance.
Oh, easy endurance, okay.
Can the dog act without a command?
Yes, but it's going to act by instinct or semi-randomly, based on the situation.
Then I think it would attack the closest Skaven, right?
Probably.
So I would say he's.
Yeah, I mean, you can give it any of the commands that you have specifically trained without a roll. You can also try any of the other commands with a animal handling roll, or you can just let the dog go and it fights what it would do. Okay, now if it gets scared or something, it's going to just take off and run.
Okay, I'm going
Okay.
to give it the attack command.
Okay, that's the safest because it will definitely follow whatever you tell it to do.
Yeah, I'll give it the attack command and have it attack that guy.
Okay, so Biscuit moves over and
Yep.
makes a strike.
I was in the process of programming Biscuit, so
That's fine.
Make him gravy.
What?
Make him gravy.
Make him turn him into gravy.
Okay. So his attack roll, I'm not sure how to do
It's
this.
gonna be weapon skill.
Which is 30.
That's it.
Okay, so combat. Melee weapon.
Just roll a d100.
Okay.
Just do it basic.
Roll D. 64.
So he misses by 34.
Yeah.
Okay. The rat,
He is wearing barding.
that's fine. The rat
So-
easily passes it, knocks the dog out of the way.
That rat's a natural.
That's right, he did. He rolled a 5.
5.
Tolman.
I will hit a rock into that one.
Okay.
Into the same one, so
Okay.
I accidentally closed character sheet. Fuck. Thank you. I was trying to double click to see if it would open the character sheet, but I guess not. So combat. He is targeted, right?
I think so.
He
Yeah.
can sling.
Should have a big crosshair on him.
He is super close. So what's the bonus for point blank?
Plus 20.
Plus 20?
Mhm.
I have modifier of 20.
I thought point blank was 40.
Accurate.
Short is
No.
20.
Point blank is 40. Are you in point blank?
Whereas sling, it's
10 feet away.
10% of your range.
Yeah.
Sling has a
You're
long
15
range.
feet. You're 15 feet or so.
Okay,
away.
so what's close range?
Close
Close is
close
probably
range
plus
is plus 20, which is
Okay.
half your total range.
All right,
Okay.
so
one. You have a minus 10 for cover.
Yes.
You got people between you and it.
okay.
Jarman's between you and him.
All right, so let's give myself 10.
Or you can shoot the crowd and get a bonus.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Bounce it off my head into
You could.
them. Do it.
Okay.
Do it. Do it.
You sling it, and he's just going to take it. So he takes 7 points to his leg.
Oh, yeah.
Jarman.
Oh, shit.
What?
Forgot who I was. I'm going to move you here.
Okay.
I'm assuming I can't really charge.
You always charge in
Okay.
melee when you when you get engaged. If it's just a regular move, it's plus 10. Otherwise, it's plus 20.
Okay. So move to there. I'm going to target this one. How do you just T or?
Just
Just
click,
click
you
on.
can click it.
Okay. Click on him.
I tried to make it easy for people.
Well, you see, you changed it from that. You learned the previous way. Now it's only going to
5. Huh. It's always challenging, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, normally challenging in combat, yes.
What's this?
I won't say always.
You're also gonna do that. You're gonna have to make a fear check.
Okay, you missed by 1. He attempts to parry, getting a critical on you. And does that do damage or the critical to him?
The critical. You can burn armor if you want. But yes, it does the critical effect to him.
Okay, so you move up and stab at him. He gets a lucky strike as he plants the spear at the last moment, stabbing you in the body. You can sacrifice a point of armor or take the critical effect.
What is going on with my screen?
Click it.
Here we go. I don't know what a critical effect does.
Potentially kills you.
Anywhere between you get gash and take an extra point of wound to your head's off.
Well, hits the body, so your
Okay.
head won't be off. But
Um,
stabs you through the heart.
yeah, stuff like that.
Cut you in half.
Okay.
Pop.
Rolemaster criticals. You don't want them.
Why is
Alright,
it?
I'll remove a point of armor.
I mean, that's the whole reason George's logic is everybody has armor, at least 1 point, so that if you take a critical, you don't take it.
Mhm.
Why does it say minus 10 penalty to Jarman for having shorter weapon?
Because the other one's got a long.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
sorry. Never mind.
Don't know what
It
you
says it on there.
I did not put that together. I thought it meant his weapon was
Okay.
shorter.
So you should be able to on your armor.
You did it already.
Oh, okay, you already got it armor damage. Okay. Boars,
I shall pray.
pray. Pray for guidance.
It's probably cheaper to fix my leather than it is to fix chain, right?
Probably.
But if I damage my leather, it's destroyed.
So,
So it goes down to 0.
It's not destroyed. It's just on you. It doesn't give you any benefits. It just gives you the drawbacks.
Well,
Tattered.
shift T
Tattered leather.
and apply. Well, bam.
Okay. People have protection. Who'd you
Yep.
give it to? The halfling and yourself?
Halfling and myself.
Okay, get into combat now.
Yeah.
What does that do?
Protection.
Yes.
Protects
you
you.
feel protected. I think you get a defensive bonus.
No, it's what Frederick had with the pacifism
the
ability,
save one.
where they have to make a save in order
Oh.
to actually do anything to us.
Okay.
even if you attack.
Awesome. Thank you.
You've
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
Yeah, they had just had to.
That's one of the reasons why
If they-
the priest was
I mean,
so tough.
it's a plus 20 check.
because
on
you
their end.
cast that on me that one time. Like 9 people tried to. They're like, nope, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually fucked other people too. Oh, well, I can't attack you, but I can attack him.
Yeah.
I was back then with my shield.
I was not. I lost my
I'm gonna
head
move
in
up
that
against the
engagement.
wall.
Okay.
from a move.
That's true.
What
Okay.
are these?
And that will end the round, I think. No,
One more.
What do you think?
one more, I guess.
Kind of burns.
It burns.
Man,
Okay, so we will
Hold on,
wrap up here since we are after 10. I know people have to work.
Yes.
So
Very tired.
we'll start round 4 next time. You can see down the right-hand passage, at least some of you can, there is a greenish glow that seems to be getting brighter.